Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Toon review for this morning's Matchday Live as Newcastle United take on the Urawa Red Diamonds in what should be a very, very interesting pre-season game. Kickoff is merely 15 minutes away. We do, of course, have the Newcastle United lineup. I don't have the Red Diamonds lineup. I cannot find it anywhere, so we'll have to wait till the coverage starts. And we might find out who is playing where for the Urawa Red Diamonds. However, thank you for tuning in. My name is Paul. I'm with Billy, of course. And if you do enjoy today's commentary, please do give it the thumbs up. As you can see there in the graphic, we are 4 subscribers away from 31,000. So hopefully we'll get that during the show. It would be very nice if we could. So if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload or another live show. You can, of course, become a member of the Toon Review and support the channel that way by hitting the join button just underneath me and Billy Bob. And of course, you can super chat the channel, which is guaranteed to get your comment read out on the show. That is the $ at the bottom of the live comments. Good morning, Mr. Billy Bob.
Good morning, and good morning to all out there in Viewerland.
Are we fresh this morning, ready for Matchday Live?
I'm ready for Matchday Live. I wouldn't say I was fresh.
No, 11:15 in the morning. Fresh and Billy Trade don't go in the same sentence, really. I understand that. Right, let's take a look at the team, shall we? It's a very strong lineup, I guess, from Newcastle today. They go with Nick Pope in goal in no particular order. Joe Linton, Barnes, Isak, Kraft, Hall, Livramento, Murphy, Willock, Byrne, who is captain, and Sean Longstaff. What do you think of that lineup, Billy?
I think it's very strong. It's not too similar to the one we saw the other day. Willock in for Miley, I think, is the only change I can see, which means I think Joe Linton may sit in the 6, possibly, and with help from Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall may well help out and step into midfield like he did on Saturday, and like Kyle Walker does Man City, etc.
Yeah. So we're expecting Livramento right back, obviously Kraft and Burns centre halves, and Lewis Hall left back today, aren't we? So in that 4. So it'll be interesting to see Joe Linton's role, as it will be Willock. I mean, Longstaff could sit in the 6.
I guess so.
And put Joe Linton and Willock as the more attacking midfielders, so that could be interesting. The bench, we've got Chakademus and Pliers, we've got John Ruddy, Almiron, Miley, Turner-Cook, Heffernan, Parkinson, Harrison, and Sanusi. So a possible opportunity to see Alfie Harrison in the game. But I think he's going to go strong lineup both games, Billy, because it's only the Cellar Cup next weekend, and then we're into the season.
Well, I think we'll see Bruno Saturday for certain. And I think we'll probably see Almo on Saturday. I think he'll probably get more. He'll probably start ahead of Murphy Saturday. That's not necessarily strong, of course, it isn't. But nice to see the youngsters that are on the bench are the kind of strong ones. You know, the likes of Alfie Harrison, Trevor Sanusi, Jamie Miley was outstanding Saturday. So hopefully we'll see a bit of him today as well. Yeah,
and of course, still no Lloyd Kelly, Billy.
No, he's out there, isn't he? So I guess he might play Saturday.
Yeah. If he's up to the training, that is.
Yeah.
Dan Robinson has been a member of the channel for 8 months. Thank you, Dan. Afternoon. Looking forward to this season. I reckon we're going to have a blinder and show all these doubters that the Geordie boys are here to stay. Very, very confident from Dan this morning. We don't give links for the match. We're not allowed to, basically. So
it's on the United website, if you remember.
It is. I mean, we're allowed to say that. It's on the website, but you do have to pay for it. If you're not a member, I think you've got to pay for it. So, I don't know what it is. I know that with my Mags Plus membership, I got a code through yesterday, in fact, to get these 2 Japanese games. So, Fubar's in the chat. Good morning, everyone. Just spotted on Talk Sports Facebook page an article on Villa's business this window. £153.5 million spent so far, and they still want João Felix.
Well, they have sold Douglas Luiz, and I can't think of the other one is. There's all another ones, haven't they? Diaby, what's that? Diaby,
and there is a little bit of news this morning, Billy, regarding Chow. Of course, he's still kicking about. Oh, I've just come on the screen there. That didn't sound right at all.
No, it didn't. No, absolutely not.
The match has just come on. Well, just the crowd, so I'll have to turn that off. But well, I mean, there's not a capacity crowd in there by any stretch of the imagination. But the weather is not great. 26 degrees and 90% chance of rain throughout the match.
Wow.
It's going to be a wet one in Japan. But there you go. Baz Down Under says it's stronger than the Hull lineup.
It's one player different, mate. It is, but it's Jamie Miley out and Joe Willock in.
I'm interested to see how Joe Willock plays today, because I think Joe Willock, although this is just a friendly, it's a big game for Joe Willock, because he's got a battle to get in the starting 11 this year because of obviously Tonali coming back. So he needs to make an early case for himself.
100%, yeah. There's a lot of competition on that left-hand side, isn't there? Whether he wants to play on the wing or whether he wants to play midfield. He's got Joe Linton, I would say, ahead of him in the midfield role, and he's got Barnes and Gordon ahead of him on the left wing role. So, you know, with Tonali coming back, he won't go to the right. The only spot really where there is a little bit of depth, it's lack of depth, is Bruno's position. Yeah, but we're trying Lewis Hall, we're trying all sorts. So, you know, it's an important game for Joe. We're looking an important season for him, actually.
Well, I mean, let's face it. Lewis Hall didn't particularly do anything bad against Hull, did he? He was outstanding. Yeah. Matt Smith says reports this morning that we've put an official bid in for Gonzalez. Yeah, we'll wait and see on that one. Jordy Rick, good morning to you. Rain in Japan. Yeah, I'm just looking at the pictures now. A lot of black and white shirts. A lot of Japanese dressed in black and white shirts, which is that's quite amazing to see, actually. You know, you've seen in the past these other clubs going to Japan, and there is a very big contingent of Japanese fans with black and white shirts on. So that's great to see. Barnes needs to be more consistent. He hasn't been so far, says Trolls. Yeah, another change was Longstaff in for Jamal Lewis, of course, Billy. So
yeah, Lewis, yeah.
So we'll see how he does. Mason says, Billy, did you see any Everton fans in Coventry last night?
No, absolutely not.
Well, they were destroyed, weren't they? 3-0. Coventry won the game. Yeah. So if I was an Everton fan so far, I think from what I've seen in pre-season, I'd be extremely worried. I've seen a couple of clips of Calvert-Lewin, who, of course, we were heavily linked with early in the window, missing absolute sitters. So it hasn't been a great pre-season start for Everton, but long may that continue. But we'll see. There's some
they
red
could be on the back of another fine as well.
Yes, they
could. But they're getting another one.
Absolutely. So yeah, interested to see what happens there. There is a lot of Japanese, of course, fans in the ground, but the Red Diamond fans are there as well, of course, in their shirts. But there is a lot of black and white, which is great to see. And you can obviously see the guys that have travelled over there as well. But they're in amongst it, as we just see Newcastle United now heading down the stairs from their dressing room to enter the fray. Just seen Sanusi there. Big Dan Burn. Literally, I mean, he must be about 4 foot taller than that linesman, bless him. And now shaking hands with the mascots. I'm looking forward to this game, Billy, because this is a strong lineup, and this will give an indication. I mean, yes, Bruno's not there, and yes, you know, we haven't got Fabian Schär or Tonali, etc. But it is a reasonably strong lineup. And like I said, there's a lot of players in this team playing for that all important start against Southampton in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's a chance to get their arms up and hands up, ready for the selection. And the games next weekend as well will help with that. Yeah, Eddie Howe probably would know his best lineup by now, but we shall see. We shall see. I'm way behind you, by the way. Way behind.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I've just got the players coming down the tunnel now. I'm just going to try something else for them.
Out the tunnel?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've got Newcastle still in the tunnel.
Well, they're in the tunnel, but I mean...
Downstairs. Yeah,
5 minutes ago doing that.
Simon Yorkshire says we have some great players, but any new signings could do with some pre-season training and matches to get up to speed with Eddie's regime. Good morning to Ant Acid. Anthony Clark says what Villa are doing is what we didn't do after our Champions League qualifying season, and that's to sell some of those players. Hippie says, got an early start tomorrow, so I decided not to pay for this game. I will listen to you lads instead. Well, like I say, those of you that are watching the game, knock the commentary off, listen to us by all means, and follow the game with us. But please, no spoilers in the chat as usual, as there is people watching who don't have access to the game today. So please respect that as well, and just let us do the commentary. And then once we've mentioned it, then you can obviously talk about it in the chat. Geordie Lad says, I'm quite excited how Willock will do. So am I, to be quite honest with you. I think it's going to be interesting. But we've there you go. There's a flag there saying, have you ever seen a Mackem in Japan? And a couple of the Newcastle United flags are there, of course. The Red Diamond fans don't look as upbeat as the Newcastle fans. Of course, as Alex showed us last night, they're lying in around mid-table as they've took a small break in their season so far. Very interesting flag of Jamal. Fabian Share there, but it's written in Japanese. I haven't got a clue what it says, but there is 2 hearts at the bottom of it. But it's been held by a man. So there you go. But he's loved by everybody, isn't he? No doubt about it. Simon Yorkshire, is Willock a shout to be a main midfield starter ahead of the likes of Tonali? Interesting competition if he can stay fit. I wouldn't have thought so, Billy. I would have thought Tonali will be the main man this season, given what happened last year and the money we spent on him.
100%. Yeah, there's no chance on God's earth that he doesn't start when he's ready to start. 100% not. He's a world-class player for me. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, the teams are coming out the tunnel now with sets of mascots. Newcastle will be in their black and white shirts. Thought they might have been in the third kit today, Billy, given the release of it yesterday, just to give that extra bit of financial boost maybe and promote it a little bit.
I guess so. I don't know what they wear. I mean, I'm guessing they wear red, so...
Yeah, they are in red, Billy. Yeah, red. Red and black, I think it looks like a bit of black in there on the shoulders, but mainly red as the Japanese team bow to everybody, and now the handshake. I mean, Dan Burn is literally 4 foot bigger than anyone on that pitch, so I would think if we can get some set pieces, Billy, we could be a threat.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying we will be, but I mean, it is.
Yeah, well, yeah,
it's just been realistic, isn't it? We've got to take our chances where we can, and height is certainly going to be something in this game.
100%. There's not many there, is there? I've got to say, I know it's midweek in Japan, but
yeah, I thought there might have been more there. What is 63,000 seater stadium? So it is a very big stadium, obviously. As the two teams are just getting together for a group photo before the kickoff. And I mean, that's incredible, really.
We've just won a golden triathlon at the Olympics, by the way.
Have we really?
Alex Yee.
That's a very English name.
Yeah, he should be playing.
Didn't the lasses win in the diving as well? I think I just saw.
Fred Sirius's daughter, I think they were third.
With a third, but they had a brilliant final dive. I know that much. And they were expected. Right, this is how the Red Diamonds line up. Oh, God. Nikawa in goal, Ishihara, Sato Inui, and Sakine at the back. Gustafsson sitting in the 6. Atsuki and Okubo sitting behind Nita, Matsuo, and Watanabe. Or Watanabe.
Watanabe starting something. Watanabe starting something.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Billy.
What's the number 4's name? Ishihara. I had one of them once.
It started already. They got bronze, the women's diving team. Oh, that's good. Yeah, we've just ticked over to 31,000.
Kidding.
Yes, thank you very much, guys. We've just literally ticked over. Hopefully that will grow throughout the show as well. So thank you very much.
It's huge, isn't it, compared to the rest?
He
referees and stuff.
He's massive. Matt Hayes, thank you for your super chat. Morning, gents. My manager has just gone home ill, so hopefully there's less chance of me getting sacked for listening to you guys. I mean, that couldn't be. That's a blessing, isn't it? That's an absolute blessing to be told that your manager's gone home ill, and now there you go. You can watch the game.
So Newcastle to watch himself.
Well, interesting that. Yeah, has he gone home to watch it himself? He'll come into work this morning. He'd be like, "Oh,
yeah,
don't quite feel right.
I don't feel very well."
No. Well, I mean, it didn't sound like that, Billy. Surely, I mean, if it sounded like that, it'd be an A&E.
Sick voice on the phone.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you guys for all the congratulations on hitting 31k. It's a massive milestone for us. 9,000 more to 40,000. That is our huge goal, of course. But do please keep subscribing if you are new to the channel. Just need to get. Come on, computer. We're underway, so the clock's a little bit behind, but hey, whatever. A couple of seconds isn't going to kill anybody. We'll put the big screen up, so we've got the scoreboard there. Thank you very much. And we are underway. Over 1,000 watching now on both platforms, so welcome to everybody to Matchday Live on the Toon Review. And Livermento looking very sharp there. Dan Byrne trying to play a ball forward into Isak. Comes to Lewis Hall. Nice ball inside. Lovely little spin there from Harvey Barnes. And now Longstaff in a bit of space. Plays it out to Livermento. He can go right again for Jacob Murphy. Murphy coming towards the penalty area. Cuts back on his left foot. Spins back onto his right. But shown too much of the ball there to the Japanese defender. But we win a throw-in. Very positive start here by Newcastle. They look like they're going for it straight away, which is very, very promising for us. As Livermento tries a little bit of fancy footwork there. But it's blocked, but another throw into Newcastle. And Livermento will take the throw in. And he sends it back to Emil Kraft. Kraft plays it across to the skipper, Dan Byrne. Byrne back to Emil Kraft. Kraft forward again into Longstaff. Longstaff tackled very late there as Livermento falls over collecting the ball. But hey, that was an interesting little dig at Sean Longstaff there. Just as he got rid of the ball, he was clattered from behind.
Yeah, I think it's a European player that did that. I think that might be the Swedish fella that
Gustafsson. Yeah, could be. Yeah, indeed. But now the Red Diamonds have the ball and playing it around at the back. They then go forward looking for a long ball. Over the head of Dan Byrne, but it doesn't reach it. Willock now gives it to Barnes. Back to Willock. Nice little play that. Willock through to Isak. Brilliant play. Isak one-on-one with the defender now. Isak, he could have maybe given it to Murphy. He still got it and scored! That's a brilliant goal from Alexander Isak. And Newcastle United are ahead in only the 3rd minute of the game. I thought he could have given it away to Murphy on the right-hand side. He didn't. He held on, and then he hits a cracking shot into the bottom corner. So grab your granny, guys, because she is going to scoff her face with sushi. That's a hit from Isak, Billy.
It is. The Japanese defender there, I think he may have learned his lesson. Don't try and go past the play or edge your own box. It's really poor defending. Good persistence from Isak and a fantastic finish with his right foot.
But you know what, Billy? That was a nice move overall because
it was.
It started nice ball with Willock.
Yeah.
Little 1-2 with Harvey Barnes. Willock plays it through to Isak, and Isak does the rest. I thought he could have played it to Murphy. He didn't, but of course, he's a striker. He's not going to...
Yeah, he looks very sharp. He looked very sharp.
What a finish that was, by the way. No chance for the Japanese keeper, of course. Newcastle take the lead very early on in the game and have made a bit of a statement early doors. Joe Linton takes a bit of a heavy touch and then he dumps the player to the ground. He looks at the referee in disdain. But, I tell you what, we've been at it from the off here, Billy, and we're coming at them again. Oh, that's poor from Longstaff. Very poor. Lazy ball to try and
First
get
one of the season.
Oh, dear God, we're away already, aren't we? It was a lazy ball, though. He could have played Livermento away there, and he just didn't hit it with any pace.
No, and didn't give it any
angle. The Red Diamonds are in trouble again here. Barnes! Oh, it's cleared off the line. Oh, well, off the 6-yard line. What were the keeper and defender doing there? That was shocking.
I mean, these are awful, ain't they?
They're all over the shop. I mean, they're all over the shop. Literally all over the place.
I think Barnes should score there.
Yeah, he should have hit that bit harder and a bit more accurately. But now the Red Diamonds coming back. He's ran it out to play to goal kick. But I think chances are going to be coming aplenty for the Toon here today, Billy. The defensive touch was terrible. Then the goalkeeper gets in a complete muddle up. Isak tries to get in. Barnes, he did his best he could on his right foot there. And it was eventually the defender got back to clear it. But my God, I think there's goals in this, Billy.
It's that same defender that tried to run past Isak as well, which is he's not had the greatest. He did get back to clear off the line, but Gordon Bennett let ball at the back.
Yeah, they look very, very poor. But I'm impressed with the way we passed the ball so far, Billy. I know there's 5 minutes into the game, but we look very alert and very fresh.
Yes, we do. We look very sharp.
Willock's down injured here. That was a nasty tackle. Willock's holding his right, down near his lower back there. Let's have another look at that. That's a strong tackle. I think it's the way he landed, Billy.
Yeah, it is the way he's landed. He might have landed on that. Is it the coach's foot? But it's a poor tackle. He's getting out of play anyway.
Yeah, that was very, very late.
It's the way he's landed on his hip, I think.
That's a real painful one for Joe Willock.
Gone through him as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, a very, very strong tackle for, especially. I know it's a friendly, but that ball was going out. There was no need to make that tackle there.
Yeah, nasty, very nasty. No, like you say, the ball was going out anyway. I think it just left his mark on him, and it's a poor tackle from Yotta, I think his name is.
Yeah, I think it was just an impact injury for Willock. He's back on the field now. I think it was just the way he fell on it, more than what the tackle did itself. But he did fall hard on his right hip. But he's okay. He's back on and looks to be running quite freely as well. That's good to see.
Durf didn't even give us a free kick for that, by the way.
No, he didn't.
Unbelievable.
And good play from Lewis Hall to win the ball back. And now it's with Joe Linton inside to Longstaff. Longstaff to to Isak. Good turn by Isak. And a good ball out to the left to Harvey Barnes. And again, Newcastle spring forward. Barnes, nice bit of play that. Inside to Willock. Willock, good strength, but he's tackled. But again, the Japanese tried to play it out from the back, and look, and Newcastle are on them very, very quickly. And a strong tackle coming in there from, I believe that was Murphy, just getting one in for Newcastle, given how the tackles have gone in so far from the Japanese side. Joe Linton now to Longstaff. Longstaff plays it across to Emil Kraft, who brings it forward towards the halfway line. Out to the right now to Livramento. Inside to Murphy. Murphy, I'm not sure he meant that to go all the way back to Nick Pope, but it has. And he starts again with Dan Byrne to Lewis Hall. Hall up the line to Harvey Barnes. Again, Harvey Barnes, that lovely little cut inside, and he's brought down. Free kick to Newcastle.
I don't think this Japanese back four or back three or whatever they are. Lord knows what they are at the minute. They're all over the place, but I don't think they're used to this style of pressure that they're getting.
No, it's very intense, isn't it, from Newcastle, even though it's a friendly. I think this is a very, very much an indication of what Eddie wants to see from the team, isn't it? Moving forward, despite the fact that only a friendly, he wants them tip-top shape for the start of the Premier League, of course.
Yeah.
As Byrne plays it out now to Harvey Barnes again on this left-hand side, cuts inside, spins a little bit, then goes back to his skipper. Byrne just takes his time, has a look to see what's available. Livramento in a lot of space out on the right-hand side. Here's Emil Kraft. Actually, Livramento is further forward now than Jacob Murphy, who plays a poor pass, trying to fight Isak. And now the Red Diamonds on the attack on the edge of the box here for the Japanese side. It's cut across, good defending by Dan Byrne. It was a poor ball that by Murphy, Billy, because he didn't really look. He just got a hit with the outside of his boot looking for Isak, and it was well off.
Yeah, it was a poor pass. I've been impressed with Joe Willock's distribution so far. Very, very impressed. Yeah, someone hasn't played for so long. You'd expect a bit of rust, but he's coming to the side. He's not getting the ball away. He's made some good passes, some penetrating passes. Yeah. All goes well for the rest of the season for him if he can stay fit.
Indeed. Good defending again from Lewis Hall, stopping the cross coming in, and that's a throw into the Red Diamonds. And now they have an opportunity to try and see what they can do to try and get an equalizer after Isak's goal in the 3rd minute of the game. But again, good press from Newcastle to force the Red Diamonds back to the halfway line now. Gustafsson plays a nice ball out to the left-hand side, and Livramento's been caught out here. Chance to get a cross in. Oh, he's done Livramento, but not a second time. He's not having it a second time. And he managed to block the shot and get the ball out to Murphy. But originally, he was done there with the ball over the top and then the little step over as well.
It was a beautiful pass, though, wasn't it? From I think it was Gustafsson.
It was
17.
Yeah.
Beautiful pass. It's in behind Livramento, who's slightly advanced, maybe more advanced than he should have been.
Case for offside, maybe slightly, but it was a great ball. But then they done Livramento again, just holding the ball up. But good work by Tino. He didn't give up. He ended up regaining his ground and obviously blocking the shot in the end. So he did well in the end.
I think he was just off, to be honest.
But that pass there, Joe Linton just tried to pass a little short ball to Longstaff and kick it straight out of play.
Yeah, very good.
I'm not sure who got the blame there because Longstaff looked at Joe Linton and then Joe Linton gave Longstaff a beam and look as if to say, well, how could you not get that?
Well, it was Joe Linton's fault.
It was a terrible pass. Yeah, it was completely overhit. But 10 minutes gone. It's the Red Diamonds 0, Newcastle United 1. Isak's goal in the 3rd minute, Billy. And I have to say, I've been impressed with this 10 minutes. We look on it.
Yes, we do. We look very fresh, very fit. You know, I know it's early days. We've only been playing 10 minutes, but the pressure's on. Constantly.
How nice was that to see there? Nick Pope coming right off his line there.
Yeah. I'm not there yet, but...
you'll see it in a second.
Here it is now, yeah. I'm there now.
Something that we weren't used to with Mr. Dubravka at the end of last season.
Oh, grief.
But the Red Diamonds having a little bit more of the ball now. They've settled into the game after a very, very quick start from Newcastle. But it's clear to see that Gustafsson pulls the strings for them. No doubt about it. He's their quarterback, isn't he?
100%, yeah. He's a good pass of the ball. That's from what I've seen so far. Like you say, he wants to be involved at every opportunity, picks it up. He's the fulcrum to everything. Looks a fair player at the minute.
Certainly does. So far, the Red Diamonds have the ball with Gustafsson as he tries to unlock the Newcastle United defence, but the press is very strong from Newcastle, as you would expect. Oh, that's a wonderful ball, but he's offside. He's put the ball in the net, but the flag is up for offside. But again, Gustafsson's vision there to pick that pass out, sensational. I mean, he's miles offside. He's a good 2 yards offside, but
it's
what a ball that was.
Like you say, yeah, it's a brilliant pass, but he looks a good player. He's got lots and lots of vision, hasn't he? Very innovative, sits in the 6, very much like Bruno does, and plays some nice passes, but the fella's 2 yards offside, so yeah, all for nothing.
All right, I'm going a bit stupid on YouTube, Billy, so I'm just going to change my internet over 2 seconds.
Okay, dokie. Do you want me to carry on commentating? I'm a little bit behind, but Nick Pope has it, plays it to Dan Burn, and Dan Burn will advance the ball to the pitch to Joe Linton. Joe Linton flicks it out to Emil Kraft. Emil Kraft advances the ball.
I am back.
Okie dokie. You're probably ahead of me.
Well, it's obviously refreshing because I've just started, moved over. Let's see where we are here. Oh. I am on 12 minutes and 15 seconds. So pretty much where I was, I guess.
7 seconds ahead of me.
Which isn't too bad.
No, it's not bad.
Isn't too bad. And again, the Red Diamonds trying to play out from the back. But good pressing by Newcastle. But again, they're getting a little bit more confident on the ball, the Japanese side here.
That might not be a good thing for them, though.
No, because the more they press, the more we can do them with pace up front, which we've seen. I'd like to see Murphy in the game a bit more. He's been very quiet the first 13 or so minutes. But Harvey Barnes has had a lot of touches of the ball as well, which is...
Yeah, Barnes is playing very infield, isn't he, for a left winger as such?
Yeah.
He's very inward, if you like. He's not
There's another ball over the top from Gustafsson to the byline. Pulled back. Good defending again from Livramento. And he clears the ball. But we're under a bit of pressure here from the Red Diamonds. And Gustafsson is unlocking the door a lot of the time. And here they come again on the edge of the box. Ball played across. Kraft clears. And it's Gustafsson again. Plays it out to this near side now. As the Red Diamonds look to create more opportunities here. Gustafsson, very, very confident on the ball, isn't he?
They're just giving him every opportunity, aren't they? You know, every time they come forward, it's got to go back to him. He's the one that pulls everything.
Absolutely. In comes the ball again. And a great interception by Emil Kraft. That was a tap in. And suddenly the tide has turned a little bit.
Yeah, someone needs to get on Gustafsson, I've got to say.
Gary Albert says, Paul, Urawa Reds are one of the best teams in the J League. Well, not this season. They're not. They're in 11th. They're not having a great season at the moment this season. But they are. I mean, the way they're passing the ball around the last few minutes, I mean, yeah. It's been impressive from them. And Emil Kraft had to get that interception in there, or else that was 1-1.
Somebody needs to get close to Gustafsson. It's simple as that for me. He's everything they've got. Everything.
Yeah. Nick Pope came and punched the ball clear from the corner. And now a Newcastle break could be on with Willock. Isak is bursting through, and he had to slow his run up. That was poor from Joe Willock, because Isak was flying there, and all it needed was a first-time ball, and Isak was through on goal. Willock held it up, and Isak, basically showed his disgust.
I don't blame him.
That was poor from Willock. He should have got that ball away a lot sooner than he did, Billy.
I think he knows that. I mean, we've seen Joe Willock and Isak combined before in spectacular fashion. I think a little bit of rust there for Willock, to be honest.
Keith says we've won another gold in the rowing. So there you go. The goals are flying. Goals are coming from Newcastle. I mean, the Japanese player complaining that he was caught with an elbow by Harvey Barnes there. Not a chance. He's just leading with his arm to get a jump in there. He's hardly caught him. But we're just seeing the goal again. That's the kind of pass that Willock should have just played there. Yeah, literally on his toe and away to Isak. But awful defending. But you cannot do that to Isak and give him that kind of space where he's just going to... You try and dribble out from the back and then he just takes the ball off you and thumps it home.
Yeah, brilliant finish.
Terrible defending. But that pass from Willock was exactly what we wanted to see.
Yeah, first time pass, wasn't it? Last time he did it a little bit and it went pear-shaped for him.
Gary says, Paul, they finished 5th. That's why they placed for the J-League Champions League. Yeah, last season they did. But this current season, they're in 11th. Not having as good a season as they did last year.
It's their mid-season break, isn't it? And that's why, the manager was sacked, etc.
Yeah, absolutely. Stephen says, hi, guys. Congrats on 31K. Fully deserved for a great show and a great team you have there, Paul. Indeed, I do. A fabulous team behind me as well. Looks like my camera's frozen, Billy. Yeah, just give me a second. Let's see what I can do with that. Well,
there's a ball here for Harvey Barnes. He's run off it by the defender there, but he just retained possession. Plays it for Lewis Hall. Lewis Hall has it now. He's gone past his defender, comes back inside, back to Joe Linton. Joe Linton's come even further back, where Dan Burn picks it up.
Well, I'm back, Billy. I don't know what happened with my camera there. It's done that a couple of times. Maybe I think it's time for a new connection. This is a couple of years old, this wire, so it might be just on its way out. Anyway, Joe Linton has the ball in the centre circle for Newcastle. Coming up with 17 minutes gone. Willock, nice step over. Sorry, Isak plays it through to Willock. Can Harvey Barnes get there? No, he can't. Japanese keep it off his line very, very quickly there.
Oh, it's a brilliant bit of play from Isak there, isn't it? Absolutely outstanding bit of play from Isak.
Wonderful piece of skill again. But we just, you know what? Gary says, Paul, it's why you're the commentator. You bang on. Just checked. I'll hold my hands up. I read it wrong. Good stream. Gary, it's an out, mate. Don't worry. They did. You were right, though. They did qualify for the Champions League.
3 times, actually.
They have. So they do have they are a very good, reputable team in Japan. They're just struggling this year. But they're on the ball now into the Newcastle half. There's a lot more pace to this game than I thought there would be, Billy. It's quite competitive.
It is indeed, yeah. Since they're getting the confidence up now, the Urawa Red Diamonds. Hard for me to say, hard for Jonathan Ross to say, but yeah, they look a better side.
But hey, this is just what we need, though. These are what we need before the season starts. Steve Mallam, who's been a member for exactly 2 years. Thank you for your support, Steve. Much appreciated. Morning, just noticed I hit 24 months as a member. Don't have anything interesting to say as usual, but thought I'd use the milestone chat anyway. Well, thank you for your support, Steve. It's much, much appreciated. Every member is much appreciated because it really does help the channel. Here come the Red Diamonds, but that is an awful cross. Far too deep for anybody and goes out the other side for a throw in.
Slight tactical switch from Newcastle. Joe Linton has got very much close to Gustafsson the past couple of minutes and trying to stop him getting the ball.
Oh, brilliant play by Livramento. Brings the ball out, plays it up to Isak. Plays it now to Barnes. Barnes to Willock on this left-hand side, being supported by Lewis Hall and Isak. Gives it to Isak now. Isak steps over the ball about 3 times. And eventually well, there's a tussle for the ball down there, but Isak eventually is penalised and a throw-in, a free kick to the Red Diamonds. Isak doesn't look too happy with that decision. I think it was a bit of...
I don't blame him.
It's a bit of both there. I mean, look, he's pulling at Isak's shirt.
6 and 2 threes.
Yeah, well, it originally blocked Isak off, didn't he? And then...
Yeah.
But this is a break for the Red Diamonds now. They have a 4-on-4. And can they split it's on the edge of the... Oh, he's gone down. Is that a penalty? Heavy challenge by Livramento. Nothing given from the referee. And Nick Pope has the ball now. Just looking a little bit dicey in defence at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, fair play to the referee. A home decision could have easily been given there. That looked like a penalty to me, I've got to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Simon Muller, thank you for gifting 5 Toon Review memberships. Really do appreciate that. And if you've got one from Simon, please do say thank you in the chat.
Be interesting to see that little bit of action again, because I think Livramento did foul him, I've got to say, from first viewing.
Yeah. But I mean, there's been a couple of opportunities there for the Red Diamonds that cut through us pretty easily. Night of Knee Gaming has also been a member for 2 years. Thank you so much for that. Bloody 2 years. Where's the time gone? Oh, well, money well spent. I think it was either Paul and Billy or Happy Meal. David Noble's been a member for 9 months on the channel. Good way to spend my day off listening to you guys while chilling in the garden. Keep up the good work, guys. Thank you, David, for your ongoing support. As I say, the memberships really do support the channel and helps us to keep going, as do super chats as well, if you want your comments read out live on the show. Dan Byrne currently has the ball. Newcastle have gone a little bit sloppy last 10 minutes, I have to say.
There was a lovely bit of play between Lewis Hall and Joe Linton there a second ago, which was quite nice, but they've gone backwards.
Joe Linton's hit a cracking ball out to Livramento on the right-hand side. Absolutely brilliant ball from Joe Linton. Cuts inside now to Murphy. Murphy, brilliant from Newcastle, and Longstaff misses. Oh, what an opportunity that was. Brilliant football from Newcastle. Started with Joe Linton's fabulous ball across the field to Livramento. He rolls it back into the path of Jacob Murphy. And then Murphy plays a brilliant one in for Longstaff. And he tried to clip it over the keeper, but it just went wide of the post.
Yeah, it's a brilliant move. It really is. The keeper saved it, the look of it.
Yeah, looked that way. Optimal Forager, thank you very much for your super chat. Trust the Toon to Tour Japan whilst I'm doing field work in the north of Sulawesi of Indonesia. Of course, he's from Japan. And Dan Magin, welcome to Members Club. Thank you very much for signing up and your support on the channel. Over 1,700 people watching this morning across, of course, YouTube and Twitter. Thank you so much indeed for your support. Please do keep subscribing if you are new to the channel. Big season coming up for Newcastle United, and you can get all the live commentaries, match previews, match reviews, transfer shows, news shows, everything right here on the Toon Review YouTube channel. So thank you very much. And please do keep voting for us in the Football Content Awards 2024. That link is pinned right at the top of the description, just underneath us. And please put us in the bracket of best club content creator Premier League. So that's best club content creator Premier League. Thank you very much for that. Awful from Newcastle in the last couple of minutes, Billy. And
yeah,
the Red Diamonds are in here.
Not just giving Pope.
And it is 1-1.
Oh dear.
It's tapped into the back of the net. The Red Diamonds have equalised in the 23rd minute. Not great defending at all from Newcastle, it has to be said. But that's been coming, Billy.
You know who's to blame for that? Sean Longstaff's just let the man go on his own. Just literally stopped. Didn't go with him. Lazy play from Sean there. The player got behind the back and just rolled it across. Tap in. Yep. But that's all down to Sean Longstaff. And I hate to make scapegoats early doors, but what's what is here?
Well, yeah, he doesn't follow his man.
He just doesn't do anything. It's awful from Sean Longstaff.
He's just standing watching.
It's not great from Emil Kraft either, or Lewis Hall for that matter, who should have been more alert to the danger of that. I don't know where Dan Burton is either.
That's a poor goal to concede, actually, and that's. I mean, to be honest, Billy, that's been coming the last 10, 15 minutes because we've been rotten, quite frankly.
Yeah, defensively certainly, but Sean, you got to wake up, mate.
Yeah, that was very, very poor from Newcastle United and Sean Longstaff in particular. We do have a drinks break going on now after that equaliser. Dear. Really
Dan Burton's position in the centre half, it does leave a lot to be desired at times. I mean, He doesn't know where the danger's coming from, and it's something he should know by now. He's 33, 34 years of age, for God's sake.
Yeah, agreed. Michael Bursch says the Toon Review is streets in front of any other Magpie channel. How you don't scoop up all the awards baffles me. Thank you very much, Michael. Much appreciated. There is some very good Newcastle channels out there, of course, and we have good relationships with most of them. Simon says it is okay. Longstaff will be out when Bruno and Tonali are back. Well, I mean, the highlight in Longstaff here, so I mean, they must be saying the same thing in commentary. Surely, what we've been saying.
It's awful.
Paul Toon Under, who's been a member for 18 months. Thank you so much. Sad time to bring up a milestone right on conceding a goal. Yeah, not the greatest time, but thank you again for your support. Much appreciated.
The thing is about saying about Longstaff, it's not important. If Tonali gets injured and Longstaff has to play, you want to be not too far of a step down. We know Sean's got it in him to be, a good replacement, but when he's playing like that, when he's just doing what he's just done there, I mean, that's just disgusting, really.
Yeah,
I know it's really good. I know it's pre-season. I know it's his first game.
Yeah, but it's pre-season, but the problem is, Billy, and Willox just took a really poor touch there and lost the ball. We've gone all to pot here after a brilliant start. Some of the passing has not been great, but listen, it's very humid out there. Let's not forget that. And the Red Diamonds, of course, are halfway through there, or most of the way through their season. So the fitness is going to be a big issue in this game. However, we say fitness is a big issue. The way Eddie Howe trains, I mean, these guys are going to be fit as fiddles anyway. But it's match fitness, guess, that we're talking about. Gary says, Billy, Longstaff still looks injured. Well, Jesus Christ.
I won't go that far, mate.
If he is injured, then he shouldn't be playing, and he should be getting treatment somewhere, quite frankly. Dan Byrne has the ball now for Newcastle. Lays it out to Lewis Hall. Oh, wonderful piece of skill from Lewis Hall to get rid of the forward markman. Brilliant from Lewis Hall. And eventually he's tackled, and it's a throw to Newcastle United. Fabulous bit of skill from the youngster.
Such a good player, isn't he? Such a good player.
The way he does this defend, he's been pressed. Oh, wonderful skill.
What I will say about Sean Longstaff, he didn't look very injured when he made that run into the box a minute ago before their goal. When he was tackled when he should have scored. He looked fine then.
Very good point. Yes. Aussie Max is breaking news. Longstaff isn't injured. He's just shite. Well, I don't think Eddie will be particularly happy with the way he just sort of switched off completely for that goal.
Horrific.
I mean, just no kind of. He just seemed like he was miles away. Just
no awareness, no concentration. Yeah, it was awful. Awful.
Shane Martin, thank you very much for your super chat. He says Longstaff is a bad footballer. Love the stream. Thank you very much. Murphy has the ball now, plays a nice ball down the line to Livramento. Livramento back to Isak, but he leaves it for Barnes. Barnes hits a shot just wide. In fact, it was deflected off the defender, and Newcastle United have a corner. But there's the threat again of Livramento's pace from right back. Brilliant pass by Murphy. Pulled it back. Probably looking for Isak. Barnes was behind him and just deflected wide of the post.
It's a fantastic run from Tino, wasn't it? Fantastic run.
Yeah, it was. Joe Linton's just absolutely, I don't know what he was doing. And now he's put us under pressure because the Red Diamonds are back up the other end of the pitch.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like a penalty. Or a free kick. He has given a penalty. I thought it looked like one. Livramento was very late with the challenge.
Oh, it's outside the box, though, Paul.
I'm not so sure, Billy. I think he's given a penalty, though.
He has given a penalty, but I think he's outside the box.
Oh, no, he's in. He's in. Just in. Just in. Oh, actually, no. I mean, Livramento's heel is definitely on the... Well, it's on the line.
If it's on the line, it's in then.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think he's outside the box.
Well, it doesn't matter. I think he's given a penalty, Billy, which could see score 2-1 down. He has given a penalty.
He has given a penalty.
It was a poor tackle, Billy. Let's be fair. I mean, he's late as... I mean, God, how late was he in there for the tackle, Billy? Shocking. We have gone completely off the plot here.
And the fellow that scored the first goal is going to take the penalty.
He is indeed. And, well, opportunity to put the Red Diamonds 2-1 up here in the 30th minute of the game. Long delay here for the penalty. I don't know why. And now up he steps. And Pope has saved it brilliantly. Rebound is cleared from Newcastle United. It remains 1-1. Nick Pope with a brilliant save. And saves Livermento's blushes. Keith Truscott, thank you for a super chat. Listening while I'm out delivering around South in this heat. Loving the commentary. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Keith. Billy?
Outstanding save, wasn't it? He went the right way. He got something on it because it went the other way to which way he died. But yeah, good defence after that. But Christ, I mean, what was Livermento doing on that side of the pitch anyway? That's the question that we've got to ask ourselves, surely.
Sorry, Billy, what was that?
What was Livermento doing on that side of the pitch for the foul? He's played at right back and he's made the foul.
No idea. I have no idea. But to be honest, it was very poor play by Joe Linton at the other end that put us in trouble anyway.
Yes, it was.
Very lazy pass. But now Joe Willock's breaking down the left-hand side for Newcastle. He's hauled to the floor. Referee incredibly waves play on. Joe, I mean, Willock's on the ground laughing and can't believe that there was no decision there. Will you see this one, Billy?
I've just seen it now.
I mean, he hip checks him.
Yeah, outrageous. Outrageous.
Dear me.
Dear me.
But it ends 1-1. Jesus. Certainly been a very interesting 30 minutes.
Well, we started well. We started really, really well. But, I mean, the past 10, 15 minutes, it's been really poor.
It has. Some very, very poor passing. And again, we've lost the ball here. Gustafsson plays it out to the right-hand side. If any team looks like they could probably score, it's the Red Diamonds. Although saying that, Billy, we do look strong on the counter-attack, of course.
Yeah, we do.
Porker Patter says, no foul, get some specs, lads. Well,
we just stepped in front of him, mate. It's a foul.
Yeah, I think it was a foul. Ball over the top and just can't get his foot on that, and it rolls out for a Newcastle goal kick. But I mean, we're just seeing the penalty here again. Nick Pope, very, very good save, good two hands. It was a good height for him, but of course you've got to go the right way, Billy.
Indeed, it's a brilliant save. Outstanding reflexes.
That is a very good save, actually. Very, very good save.
Number 3 looks a good player. That's the lad that he's the captain, isn't he? I can't remember what his name is. Stato spoke about him last night on the show. He's a very good player. He usually plays in the 6, he said. Is his name Ito? Can't think what his name is. But he's playing much more forward tonight. He looks a good player.
Clive, I'm going to take you up on this comment. I can't believe pre-season, Paul, you wanted Pope replaced. When have I ever said that? I have never said I wanted Pope replaced. I've said if Mamardashvili comes in, then Pope will find it difficult to be number 1. I've never wanted Pope out. Dear me. And again, Nick Pope just commanding his area there, coming out and stopping a breakaway for the Red Diamonds. But again, Billy, we just saw a break there. Isak playing the ball down to Murphy on the right-hand side, 15 yards in front of him. Poor pass.
Yeah. We've gone to sleep. There's no doubt about that.
Yep. Lewis Hall, and that's a foul, surely. I mean, Lewis Hall just glides past players. Blue Bloop says, do you lads actually live in Newcastle, or at least the out? Yes, I do. I'm a season ticket holder, pal. But what does that matter? That's got no relevance at all, where a person lives. Dear me. Anyway, Jacob Murphy on the ball now. Plays it back. Emil Kraft. Inside to his skipper, Dan Byrne. Now Lewis Hall. He can go to Harvey Barnes in a bit of space on this left-hand side. Barnes now heading towards the byline, cuts back in on his right foot. Again, supported by Lewis Hall. Hall kind of mistouched the ball. Here's Barnes. Back to Lewis Hall. Newcastle now just trying to keep a bit of possession here.
Probably wisely as well.
Yeah. Murphy into Isak. Isak's little flick looking for Joe Linton. Just not enough pace on it. And the Red Diamonds managed to clear it away. Well, say clear it away. They decide to go back and bring it out from the back again.
I mean, we do look good going forward, but defensively we look absolutely rotten at times. And I've got to say, we look much more secure with Jamie Marley playing in the midfield rather than Sean Longstaff, which is something.
Well, I mean, you can say that about Lewis Miley as well, and
we just look more secure, just more solid.
Yeah.
Sean Longstaff offers little to the defence, and considering he's supposedly a defensive midfielder, it's a bit alarming.
I mean, the thing is, people are mentioning in the chat that, they're halfway through their season. We're very much in pre-season. But, these guys are experienced professionals on the pitch for Newcastle, guys. And I know it's pre-season. But, we still they've got to see some decent passes, you know what I mean? Marcus says, are you getting more tanned or is that blood pressure? No, I have remained tan. My blood pressure is very nice at ease as Nick Pope makes a great save again. And then another shot comes in wide of the post, goal kick to Newcastle United.
Poor from loose all that time. Really poor from loose all. I mean, there's no concentration here.
Lost the ball.
Just giving the ball away at will. It's shocking, actually, the back four.
It's brilliant from Pope, actually, because he gets a really good hand on that to clear it away. But this is not great the last 15, 20 minutes from Newcastle. Of course, it's pre-season, yes, but we can say whether it's great or not. Surely, just because it's pre-season doesn't mean we can't say that. Sam says Longstaff's only real quality is his late runs into the box. He is brilliant at that, but then most times can't finish.
Agreed.
He probably should have done better with the one he had earlier on. But here's an opportunity now for Newcastle. It's Isak again, and it's a great save by the goalkeeper. But, well, I mean, should he have given it back to Sean Longstaff? He probably thought, it's Sean Longstaff, no chance.
It's unlucky. It's a really good effort, actually.
Yeah, he tries to clip the ball over the keeper, doesn't he? Doesn't quite work out.
And Dan Burn actually stepped up and making the press, which was good play from Dan Burn. But, yeah, he was unlucky there.
I think if he tried to put it in the near post corner, Bill, he probably would have scored there. There was a huge gap there.
I think you're right.
Anthony says, how come Sean can make late runs into the opposition box, but never his own?
Good point.
Oh, Red Diamonds coming back again. Just around 8 minutes to half time. Clipped over the top. Pope is there. And good defending by Emil Kraft, actually, to hold the defender off because he could have given Nick Pope a bit more of a problem there.
Yes, that was good defensive from Emil Kraft. Good awareness.
Well, we've got 37 minutes on the clock, Billy, and I think since around the 20th minute, it hasn't been great. And there's another loose pass. But of course, oh dear me, that's a late tackle from Joe Linton. My goodness me.
Terrible ball from Livramento, though, wasn't it? I mean,
yep.
Oof, I was just seeing that foul.
Yeah.
I got there as quick as I could, ref.
Stefan says, Pope been looking sharp considering coming back from it. He has looked very sharp, actually. He's made some very good stops so far. Yeah. And I believe he was good on Saturday as well, Billy.
Well, he made one save that he had no right to make. It defied logic, actually. It was a fantastic save.
Yeah. The Red Diamonds have the ball in their own half on this near side. Good pressing from Lewis Hall. Can't quite win the ball. Because if he did, it might have had a good break there for Harvey Barnes. But unfortunately, nothing comes of it. What a ball from Gustafsson again, out to the left-hand side. Just a little bit high for the left winger, but he does manage to head it back to his defender. But good covering from Jacob Murphy. Murphy's been quiet, Billy.
Very quiet, yeah. Very quiet. The one good thing he did was, of course, settle Longstaff, but apart from that, he's done very little.
But Newcastle now springing forward, and Willock through the middle. Barnes is unmarked on this left-hand side. Harvey Barnes into the box now. He's gone onto his left foot. Shot is rifled way off target, and a goal kick. I think Barnes will be a little disappointed with that.
Yeah, he's got to do better than that. He tried to take him on the outside when he should have probably cut inside. His left foot ain't great. It's as good as Miggy's right, to be fair.
Oof. That's not exactly praise.
No, but why didn't cut inside? I suppose he had a player coming across from the cover.
Yeah.
But to go on the outside, we just saw how good his left foot was.
Well, 6 minutes to go until half-time. It's Red Diamonds 1, Newcastle United 1, but Nick Pope has saved a penalty as well. After a very, very good start from Newcastle United, looking very, very positive, good passing. We've gone slightly off the boil for most of the final part of the first half. But that's not great from the Red Diamonds, and Newcastle have a throw in 3/4 of the way inside the half now.
Yeah, we were dominant, weren't we, the first 15 minutes? We looked really
Absolutely
good, really
dominant,
tight on the ball.
Yeah.
Not giving the ball away. Then from the 15-minute mark onwards, it's been the opposite. We've been giving the ball away at will.
Suddenly got used to our pace, didn't they? The settlement of the game a little bit better.
Yeah, certain players switching off when they shouldn't be. There's been lots of negative marks as well as some good ones, I've got to say. We look good going forward, but defensively, I'm not so sure.
Kraft on the ball now, inside to Joe Linton to Sean Longstaff. Longstaff now, bit of possession and spray a good ball actually out to Harvey Barnes on this near side. Barnes now, it's terrible. Tried to play it inside to Joe Willock, and again, just way off. His mark from Longstaff. It was, yeah. And now it's a big Dan Burn to bring it forward for Newcastle. To Lewis Hall. Hall looking for some runners ahead of him. Doesn't really get anything. What I have been impressed, Billy, in this first half, and I don't know whether people have paid much attention to this, is the running by Isak. Not just with the ball, but off the ball. He's making himself available. He's coming deep. Then he's spinning and making runs. And he is causing a lot of problems.
Yeah, he looks sharp as an attacker, and when he does get with the ball in good areas, he's hitting the target, isn't he? He's had a very good start to the pre-season, I've got to say. Yeah. But
great ball by Willock, looking for Isak, but just slightly ahead of him, and it's covered well and played out for a throw into Newcastle United.
What I'm concerned with is Harvey Barnes. I mean, when Anthony Gordon comes back and gets some minutes under his, this is the time for Harvey Barnes to put his hand up and say, "I should be starting." Yeah, he's been really poor today. Again.
Joe Linton plays it out wide now to Jacob Murphy. Murphy whips in across. It's a very, very deep one. It comes all the way to Harvey Barnes. Barnes inside to Willock. Willock back to Hall. Then inside to Barnes again. Back to Lewis Hall. Hall has Dan Burn in support, but clips a beautiful ball into Willock, into the penalty area. Willock plays it across. Joe Linton too high for him. Murphy heads it down to Sean Longstaff. Back to Murphy, and it's blocked. And now comes out Emil Kraft inside to Barnes. That's brilliant. And what a good save. He took a great touch in the box and then tried to place it to the keeper's left. But he was down very, very quickly to make the save.
It's good saves, wasn't it? It's good effort from Harvey Barnes, that. Really good effort.
I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, Joe Linton's down.
Brilliant.
Strapping on that right wrist, Billy.
Yeah, it's a brilliant first touch from Harvey Barnes, wasn't it? Just getting past the player, then just didn't have the purchase on it to get past the keeper, but Joe Linton's okay, I think.
It was a nice all-round move, that. Lovely little clip over the top by Lewis Hall. Willock running onto it very, very quickly and played the ball across slightly too high for Joe Linton. And then a little bit of 1-2s between Murphy and Longstaff, eventually coming to Harvey Barnes. But a good save from the keeper. Simon says Barnes and Murphy are okay as impact subs, not as starters, as Lily is just destroying my studio. Thank you.
You've got a Greek wedding going on.
What's keys for? All right, okay. Thank you. What was that, Billy?
You've got a Greek wedding going on.
Well, the part of me desk is up against the wall, and the bench just knocked it as she's brought me Starbucks in. Dan Burn now plays it across to Emil Kraft. Kraft spins back to Dan Burn.
Joe Willock's getting more involved the past 5 minutes I've seen. Which is good news for us.
Just tried a little flick that Lewis Hall didn't quite come off there, and Burn sweeps up the pieces. Longstaff has had it easy, top end goals at times. Sean says, good God, we need better players brought in. Well, I'm not panicking. It's pre-season, guys. Come on. Let's be realistic. But here's Joe Willock. Great pace from Willock. He's got it to Murphy. And Murphy scores 2-1 to Newcastle. Very, very good goal indeed. Brilliant work from Joe Willock. That is fantastic. And it's time to go and grab your granny again because she's away for a Japanese massage. Brilliant work from Joe Willock, Billy.
Yeah, I've just said he's coming the game the past 5 minutes, looking really, really good, and he's the catalyst to all that. He wins the ball in a very, very offensive part of the pitch. Lovely little layoff to Murphy, who's calmly finished it past the keeper. Well played, Joe Willock, and well played, Jacob Murphy.
Absolutely, very good finish that by Jacob Murphy.
Very calm, wasn't it? Very calm with his right foot.
Absolutely. So there you are. Newcastle leading 2-1 right at the end of the first half. Perfect time to score. But it was all Joe Willock, that winning the ball off the defender, putting the yards in to make sure he got ahead of the other centre-back, knocked the ball across to Murphy, and Murphy finished very, very well, it has to be said, because one thing about Jacob Murphy in the past, Billy, is that his finishing from one-on-ones hasn't exactly been wonderful.
No, he likes to hit the woodwork, doesn't he? But, I mean, that was a fantastic finish.
It was indeed. 1 minute of extra time at the end of the first half. Nearly 2,000 watching on both platforms. Thank you very much, guys. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. And, of course, the like button. Very, very important to the channel. But I think this is going to peter out into the halftime whistle, Billy, and Newcastle will have the lead.
100%. Yeah. I mean, do we deserve it? Possibly not. But, I mean, well played, Joe Willock.
Football's a funny old game, isn't it? It's a funny old game.
The first 15 minutes were outstanding. The next 20 minutes we were poor, but we've come back into it the last 5 minutes or so.
Indeed. And that is indeed the halftime whistle. Newcastle United lead by 2-1. Goals from Alexander Isak right at the start of the game. And then, of course, another one from Jacob Murphy right at the end of the half. And in between that, the Red Diamonds scored and also missed a penalty, or had a penalty saved, I should say. Simon Muller, thank you for your super chat. Is there any more news on the Gula bid? I haven't heard anything this morning, Billy. I don't know about you.
No, I wouldn't be too hopeful about it, if I'm perfectly honest.
No, I wouldn't either. I'm not tipping my cap to that one, to be honest. I think somebody's trying to tease us, Billy Bob.
Yeah, well, I think you're right. I remember Mike Ashley was the owner, and he used to put ridiculous bids in for players he had no chance of getting. I think 80 million doesn't get you out of Gula, to be fair.
Well, I said that last night, Billy. I'd be astounded, absolutely astounded, if Real Madrid let him go for that kind of money. Because quite frankly, I mean, you know, we saw in the Euros what a player this guy is.
Yeah.
But I don't believe it for 1 second.
I mean, you might be able to get him on loan for a season, but there's no one on God's earth that they're selling for that price. No chance.
Well, I mean, that could be a bloody loan fee for all we know. That you know, he's that good, isn't he?
Yeah, it is.
But hey ho, it is what it is. But it's 2-1 here to Newcastle United at half time. Who was the standout performance for you in that first half, Billy?
Alexander Isak for me. Looks sharp as attack already. He's he's pre-season yet. He's just slipped into the boots and he looks dangerous every time he gets the ball.
Yeah.
So Isak for me. Joe Linton and Willock at times have looked really good. Livramento at times look good. However, at the same time, he's looked quite weak at times. But Nick Pope, of course, said the penalty. It hasn't been the greatest first half, folks.
I mean, I'm just looking at that first goal again, Billy, and you know, there's very little backlift from Isak when he hits this ball. This is a sign of a quality striker, and he gets the ball back, and it's just one touch bang.
Yeah, it's just lethal, isn't he? He's just lethal. That's what he is. He guarantees you, if he stays fit, 25 goals a season, I think.
Andrew says, hey guys, just caught the last goal. Can you guys discuss this, please, in half time? Apparently, AC want Tonali swap for Chow. Also, apparently, there's no money to spend until Howe future is sorted.
Well, then I know that, Andrew.
There's a lot of rumours going around, Andrew. I wouldn't pay any particular attention to any of them right now. I mean, we do news shows where we discuss what's in the media, but the media, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the media are desperate for how to take the England job, just to, put another sort of spanner in the works at Newcastle, and then we have to go out and get another manager. As for player-wise, there's no way Tonali's going back to Milan. I'd be astounded if that one came off, because we need Tonali. Chow, we don't particularly need at the moment. We've got centre-backs there who can do a job. However, we do probably need a right winger. So let's see how it pans out.
Yeah, we shall see. We shall see.
Can you discuss? Apparently, it's true, boys, in work on about it.
Where'd you work, Andrew? What city are you in?
Simon says mixed half, but some good signs. Isak, Pope, Hall, Willock, and Livramento, and Murphy doing some good things. Murphy's been quiet for me, Simon. He's done some good things when he's been on the ball, but I'd like to see him on the ball a bit more. Livramento's been good, but the tackle for the penalty was, I mean, I don't know what he was doing there in the first place. But again, this is our first real test in pre-season, isn't it? We're against a very good side who've done well in the Asian Champions League. They are, not doing so well this season. They're down in mid-table, but they're still a good side. And we've seen that, Billy. We've seen that with the passing.
Yeah, they're very good. I mean, if Gustafsson was very, very evident in the first half an hour, gone out of it since then. But they've found other ways of attacking us, and they're very quick. They're very nippy. Oh, that's the wrong word to say. Oh, God! I didn't mean to say it either. Sorry, folks. They're very quick. They're very sharp. How can I say it? They are very quick, and they are dangerous on the counter attack. And I really didn't mean to say that. That's horrific.
Anyway, Graham Ritchie, thank you for your super chat. Greetings from the Cayman Islands. Pope looks sharp. It's good to have him back. Isak is just class. Let's hope he stays fit. Well, that's the one big thing, isn't it? Is staying fit. David says Japan's team is actually looking great with their passing, very direct, and the runners are crazy. Yeah, the play very much, I think, similar to how Eddie Howe likes to play, to be honest. They've been very, very forward going and certainly a lot of pace up front, which has caused our back four a few problems, just like we have at the other end.
They're playing with a nice style, aren't they? I mean, when Gustafsson does have the ball, I mean, the vision of the lad is outstanding. Some of the balls he's played out to both flanks. Looks a hell of a player, like, as you say, a quarterback.
Yeah. Janos says, so pay for the match and yet again it crashes. Well, I've never had a problem with mine, Jano. Not at all. Mine's been perfect. The only thing that's let me down is my own internet. Ash says, everyone thinks they know the transfer plans of teams in this day and age, and no one knows shit until it comes from the club. That's why I like this channel. No bullshit, just facts. Exactly. It's fine to talk about rumors, right? It is fine, because all football fans talk about rumors and all the media reports that are linking certain players to the clubs, etc., because it gets the fans excited. Of course it does. It gets us excited as hosts of this show. We love talking about the possibility of real quality coming into the club, especially after the shite we had with Mike Ashley. But that's not, we never turn around and say, there's a medical book or somebody is coming in or a transfer's been agreed. We don't do that. We just talk about the media reports and what the players could offer should they sign in the future. But we go off what the club says. If the club says they're bringing in a player, then we will talk about it. Absolutely no problem with that. But rumours are fine to talk about. It's just a lot of people take rumours very, very seriously and think it's everything's going to come chundering around, and it's not. I've got on... Oh, dear me, I'm not even going to read that. Ika says, our midfield looks so strong this year. A welcome change. Indeed. Willock looking good. Hope he stays fit. He's key if he does. Love the show. Thank you for the comments. From
the Chronicle reporting that we're actually after Joe Gomez from Liverpool, which would be a fantastic signing. I'm a massive fan of that lad. And apparently he wants to leave Liverpool this summer.
Now, you know what's going to happen, Billy. You know what the rumours are going to kick off.
They are mentioning Mr. Gordon. But
well, there you go. That's just, I mean, that's understandable. Joe Gomez in the deal with Anthony Gordon. No, thank you. I want to keep
according
Anthony
to Mail
Gordon.
Online, Darren Neal's returned with a second proposal to buy Gomez, 45 million. Sal Gordon for 75 in return. I'm not that much of a fan of Joe Gomez, but he's a fantastic centre half. He really is.
Absolutely. I mean, I'd have him in a heartbeat, but I do not want to lose Anthony Gordon. I think if we lose Gordon, Billy, given the lack of signs, I mean, I did see a comment come in just before this, and we've got 2 weeks before the season starts. It's fair enough saying that, the transfer window goes on for another month. The season starts in 2 weeks' time. And everyone around us has, without a doubt, strengthened.
100%. Yeah. Although so have we, because of the fact we've got Tonali back.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's an old cliche.
And lots of injured players that we didn't have last season. I've got to say.
I mean, Willock was a big miss last season. Obviously, Botman was a huge miss. And we Tonali suspension. So there's 3 players there that would normally be very much part of the first team. They will step up the pressure in the second half with a lot of energetic young guys on the bench. Reds know how to use the heat and humidity to snatch late results. Don't ease off the gas. What happened with the lads that ran Chelsea's academy? Surely they would draw even more young talent our way. Great commentary. At this stage of pre-season, performance means very little. All about match sharpness and getting back to your usual grind. Yeah, but I think Eddie demands. It doesn't matter if it's pre-season or not. Eddie demands wins. We know he does. He's that kind of manager that wants to win everything. Okay. Where is it, Billy?
Oh, yeah, Barbara's been a member for 30 months.
Right. Well, thank you very much, Barbara. Hi, Paul and Billy. If it were not for Pope, we would be 3-1 down. Just shows how much we missed him last season. Can't wait for next season to get going. Absolutely, Barbara. And thank you very much for your support of the channel. Very much appreciated. Big part of the Toon review. I was astounded when I saw that comment earlier on in the first half, saying, you wanted Pope away in pre-season. I never said that at all. No. I said if obviously if we brought somebody else in like Mamardashvili, I think Mamardashvili would have come in as the number 1, and I think that's probably part and parcel why he didn't come to Newcastle, was because he wasn't guaranteed to be number 1. So I don't have a problem with Nick Pope being our number 1, but I do have a problem if he gets injured. Because we don't know much about this Vlachodimos. Apparently he's a good goalkeeper, but in that case, why was he dropped? And Matt Sells was ahead of him last season.
It didn't work for him at Forest, did it?
No. So, that's a little bit of a worry in the back of my mind. But, hey, I tell you what.
Benfica wanted £60 million for him 2 or 3 years ago, so he can't be that bad.
Exactly. Mike says, hi, Paul. Is there any updates on the Newcastle United app release date? Just wondering. It just said coming soon, didn't it? There's nothing.
Yeah.
I keep checking the app store, and there's nothing there. Yeah. I mean, I'm on Android. I've got a Samsung Flip Phone 6, and it's not on Android yet. I don't know about iOS. I think you're on Android as well, aren't you, Billy?
Yeah, Samsung S23.
Yeah, and I know Stato's on Android as well. He's got a Flip 5, but I've just bought the new Flip 6. Toon Man 144 has gifted 5 Toon Review memberships. Thank you so much for that. And if you are a beneficiary of that, please do say thank you to him in the chat. Michael McIntyre, thank you for a super sticker. Very much appreciated. Michael says Szoboszlai plus £100 million for Gordon.
I don't think Szoboszlai really pulled up many trees last year.
No, he didn't. Yeah,
he might be better this season, obviously with a year in the Premier League behind him. But yeah, it was great. They do tend
to get better, don't they? In the second season. I mean, if you remember, do you remember when Robert Perez came to Arsenal? He was dreadful, and everybody was writing him off. And he's turned out to be an Arsenal legend now.
Well, even Henry to a certain extent.
Henry took a while to get going, yeah, and of course Wenger did really good with him changing his position and everything like that, and then. It was onwards ever since. Just look at some of the Newcastle fans enjoying a few drinks in the ground there. Sam93 has also gifted 5 Toon Review memberships. Thank you so much for that, Sam. Really, really generous. Please do say thank you if you've benefited from that. I think you guys at Newcastle, Gordon will come very good this season and show why he is here. I hope he stays at Newcastle United. I'm not going to say he's definitely staying because you just never know. You just never know, do you? And obviously, if we are in for Joe Gomez, I don't know.
Take Gordon out of the equation. I'll take Joe Gomez every day of the week and twice.
Oh, hell yes. Yeah, but we don't want it as part of a deal with Anthony Gordon.
A lot of people criticise Joe Gomez, but he's never had a real win at Liverpool. He's a great centre-half, and he can play left and right back. He can play anywhere along the back four. Really good player. Really good player.
But we don't want him in a deal involving Anthony Gordon.
No, absolutely
not. So, Newcastle are heading out. They have, there's I think Jamie Miley's coming on, Billy. That might be for Willock, because they might be taking just a little bit of a precaution on Willock. Of course, he fell heavily on his hip in that first half. We'll get confirmation of that shortly. It definitely looks like Jamie Miley, unless I'm mistaken.
No, Jamie Miley's definitely coming out. I haven't seen Joe Willock yet, so I think you're right.
Aussie Mag, thank you for your super chat. Keen to see if any youngsters know something show something in the second half. Miggy's coming on as well. We need some of these kids to come through and force themselves into Eddie's thoughts.
Yeah.
Eddie's just given Miggy there a massive hug of encouragement.
This is your last game. Do what you can. I think Eddie wants to keep Miggy.
Yeah, I know. They're all giving each other hugs before they go out. Of course, interesting change. I definitely. Well, Harvey Barnes. I think Murphy's come off.
I've not seen Longstaff yet either.
No. The Brazilian man is coming on for the Red Diamonds. He's definitely that Brazilian. I can tell a mile away. NUFC 1892, welcome to Members Club. Thank you very much. And Stanley John Davis, thank you for your super sticker. Much appreciated, my friend. Thank you for all your generosity. Do keep subscribing, guys. Let's see what we can finish Matchday Live on today as we head towards, I guess 35K is our real goal, and then obviously 40 after that. We just want to keep climbing, guys. And with your help, spreading the word of the channel, we can get there sooner rather than later.
I think Mickey's got a bit of a fan club in Japan.
Yes, Murphy's come out, actually. So Barnes is there, Murphy's there, Almiron's there, Isak's there.
So Molly now on for Longstaff and Willock will look at it.
Yeah, Willock's definitely. Willock hasn't come out. Neither's Longstaff. Well, so it's going to be very interesting. Does that mean is Miggy going to go as a 10 here?
It looks that way, doesn't it?
I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. But
Molly and Joe Litton as a double pivot, maybe, and Miggy in the 10 roll ahead of them. Yeah, it's definitely Longstaff and Willock who've been replaced. I think that's it. I think it's more precaution for Joe Willock. He's probably, got a sore hip after that really late tackle. He was in since February time, has he? So 45 minutes. He looked like he's blown out of his ass, and they've changed the keeper. It looks like, have they? They have, yeah. Well, I did see their keeper warming up. Their sub-keeper warming up in the first half. So the goalkeeper Mayer, he looks very feminine. He's got a very feminine look to him. He does. Anyway, we are underway for second half, and Newcastle lead the game 2-1. Goal at the start of the first half from Alexander Isak, and then right at the end of the first half from Jacob Murphy. And in between that was a goal for the Red Diamonds and a Nick Pope penalty save. So, Newcastle didn't really finish the first half in a lot of glory, to be honest. Miggy's gone, I believe, to the left. So Miggy's definitely 4-4-2 with Barnes up front, just beyond Joe Linton. With Isak. Unless Barnes is going to just play off Isak, or just behind him. Oh, that's terrible from Joe Linton again. And Red Diamonds have an opportunity. Joe Linton again in his own half takes a heavy touch and then shows a wonderful bit of skill to get it away. That was the worst and the best of Joe Linton there. Yeah, that number 6 role doesn't suit him sometimes. No, but this is Harvey Barnes breaking forward. Now Lewis Hall. Hall inside to Alexander Isak. Isak, lovely touch.
Back now to Jamie Miley. Miley sends it a brilliant ball to Murphy on the edge of the box. Murphy onto his left foot, curls it home. 3-1 Newcastle. Beautiful goal. And we now have a 2-goal lead. Lovely finish from Jacob Murphy after a brilliant ball from Jamie Miley. And Newcastle now lead by 3-1. And it's time to go and grab your granny. Well, I pressed the grab your granny button before I'd finished off my spiel, but it doesn't matter. Wonderful goal, Billy.
It's a great move, actually. You know, Barnes, Lewis Hall, Jamie Miley, and then a fantastic ball to young Murphy there, who's with his left foot this time, not his right foot. His left foot, he's curved it into the far corner.
That's a brilliant finish, Billy.
Outstanding goal. Outstanding goal. Really good team goal. But well played, Jamie Miley. He's only been on the pitch 2 minutes and assisted his name already.
Lovely ball from Miley. It was right. Perfectly placed, Billy, pass, because it gave Murphy that opportunity to cut inside straight away without even having to think about it.
Then he's older than Lewis, of course. He's probably seen Lewis's progression last year and thinks, well, I can have a bit of that. And he's looked really good pre-season and 2 games I've seen him in.
Well, Newcastle back with another chance here with Isak, but the goalkeeper's very quick off his line. But again, a very, very quick start to the second half from Newcastle United, and causing all sorts of problems. But the Red Diamonds have made a few changes at half-time. 3, I think.
Yeah.
So it's just they need to settle back into the game a little bit. But, well, very much a statement of intent from Newcastle United at the start of the second half, Bill.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was an outstanding team goal from all the way from the defence forward. You know, some good passing, some good running off the ball, and a fantastic finish. It was a really good team goal, that.
I mean, I think Jamie Miley and Lewis Miley, the different sort of players, aren't they? The different midfielders. They don't exactly play the same way.
No, I think Jamie's a little bit more physical, but he's got a pass in him. There's no doubt about that. We saw that Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. Wasn't it great to see another set of brothers coming through, Billy?
I've never been impressed with him before. I've got to be honest. Last pre-season, I didn't really see the hype in him. Well, there wasn't any hype in him, but you know, he didn't look as good as his brother. That's for certain. And this pre-season, he's looked really, really good. He's come on a bundle.
I think Dan Burn is very fortunate not to get a yellow card there. I know it's a friendly, but that was
cynical.
That was cynical. The pullback as you're ever going to see. However, he doesn't, and it was just a free kick to the Red Diamonds. Play goes on. But I really did love that goal there, Billy, because I know, talking about that pass from Jamie Miley, but it just gave Murphy that chance just to take one touch inside and finish with his left.
It was a Miggy Almond goal, wasn't it? That's exactly the kind of goal he was scoring for fun the season before last. It was, cutting inside, left foot bent into the far corner. It was a really good goal. And now he's doing some defensive work, which is...
Yeah. And I'd just like to say, Billy, ever since I said I wanted to see more from Murphy, he stepped up. As if he's hearing what we're saying.
Indeed.
But the Red Diamonds have, well, I tell you what, I've just seen the advertising boards advertise Phoenix there, and I thought, bloody hell, it caught me by surprise to see an advertisement for Phoenix. Oh, what a save, Nick Pope. Tips it over the bar. It was a good height for him, but he had to deal with it. And the ball was moving, and he pushes it over with one hand, and another brilliant save from Nick Pope, Billy.
Yeah, and he's fell onto that shoulder when he's done it, and he got up without no...
Yeah, not even wincing, nothing, was there?
No.
In fact, that was a better save than I gave him credit for there, because it was swirling around that ball there. But the Red Diamonds now have a corner. As they now look to try and pull a goal back as Newcastle lead the game 3-1. 2 from Murphy, 1 from Isak. In comes the corner, very much an in-swinger all the way to the back post. Well controlled. And an opportunity here. Santos at the byline, whips it across. Good defending, Dan Burn. And another corner to the Red Diamonds.
Be nice to see another score other than Isak and Murphy. They've got all our goals so far in the pre-season that we've seen.
Hey! Well... God, he looked like Mr. Miyagi there. I'm not talking about him anymore. Devastated. That's offside. Gordon Bennett, he's about 5 yards offside, referee. Thank you very much. I could see that a mile away there, Billy.
I just saw Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, it did look like him. Very younger version, of course. Rest in peace to the great man. Who I also found out, Billy, wasn't actually Japanese. He was American.
Yeah.
Oh, that's poor from Newcastle, trying to play out from the back there. A bit of miscommunication, but Emil Kraft is there to clear the ball. Football agent says, be honest, Jacob Murphy has been reborn for you guys. Yeah, look, he keeps doing it, and you know, it's credit to him as well, Billy, because you know, when he was sent out on loan to Sheffield Wednesday, it seemed like he had no future at Newcastle. However, he's come back, and under Eddie Howe, he's just been magnificent, really.
He's a fantastic professional, isn't he? Just never complains if he's not playing. He just, you know, gets on the pitch, does what he has to do. Mm-hmm. Outstanding professional, loves the club, a massive fan of the club before he came to us, of course.
Yeah.
But he's been great for us. He really has since Eddie Howe came to the club.
Yeah, and you can tell the way he plays for Newcastle and the way he performs, the way, you know, not just on the field as well. He just loves the club, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Those of you that are asking about Lloyd Kelly, guys, he's not even on the bench today. Clive says, Paul, my mistake in thinking you want Pope gone. Sorry, I was wrong. I would like to say that. I saw a video of Nick Pope's doctor assured his shoulder would not pop out again after. That's fine, Clive. Don't worry. Yeah, look, apparently it's been well repaired. And I guess we just have to put our hope in the doctors that they've, and I don't see why we shouldn't, that it is repaired. But here come the Red Diamonds ball. Look at Nick Pope. He's about 45 yards out of goal there to clear that. And boy, have we missed seeing that, Billy.
Oh, yes. He just reads the game so well, doesn't he?
Yeah, incredible.
In all the time he's been in Newcastle United, I think he'd been caught out once by, and that was a Liverpool game, wasn't it?
Twice. Because I remember the Wolves game where I...
yeah, I forgot that one.
where I shrieked. I didn't realize what I said.
What the is he
what
doing?
The effing hell? Yeah. But he does. He reads it so well. And that's what we were saying last season, Billy, when it comes to, watching him play, how much more comfortable the defense is when balls come over the top. They know that Nick Pope is going to be there as a sweeper.
Yeah. He gives the defense confidence, doesn't he?
I mean, look at that. He's out of his line like jack shit there. He's just so quick to read the game. Another long ball played over to this near side now. Jacob Murphy well and truly right back. I'm not sure where Livermento's gone here. He's just jogging, but I'm not sure Tino... I'm not sure Tino... Oh, that's a brilliant ball, or could have been a brilliant ball for Harvey Barnes. Just a little too much pace on it there. I think that ball was from Jamie Miley, but one thing about Miley, Billy, is he's willing to try the passes, whether they come off or not.
It was Murphy.
Oh, was it? Well, let's talk about Jamie Miley.
Yeah. Jamie Miley does it as well, yeah.
And a bit of a battle for Lewis Hall here, which he wins. Nick Pope, simple pass to Dan Burn, and Newcastle played out from the back very confidently. But now Lewis Hall, brilliant to get it to Dan Burn. And Burn stretches those giraffe legs and then gives the ball away. Dear me. And here come the Red Diamonds back again. Out to the right-hand side. Chance of an opportunity to get the ball in the box. But, that's a poor ball. But he's kept it in play. The cross comes in. Nick Pope gets a hand to it. It bounces loose. Shot comes in. Blocked by Nick Pope. And then Santos. What a save, Nick Pope! That's incredible! How on earth? And the chance again. And it's deflected wide. I cannot believe Nick Pope saved that.
No, he had no right again, did he? It's an unbelievable save.
That's unbelievable piece of goalkeeping.
That's all come from Dan Burn thinking he's Franz Beckenbauer when he's more like Franz Klemmer.
He made one save there. He had no right to get to that one. And Santos just looked at him to say, how did you save that?
Well, the shot was, it fell to Santana, luckily, but Pope on his feet straight away and dived in front of him.
Well, the good thing is, Billy, Pope's getting a workout. So we can definitely say that shoulder looks very strong.
Yeah, 100%.
In comes the corner for the Red Diamonds. Again, it's an in-swinger. Burn heads it away. And it's a good clearance, actually. Gets a bit of length on that. But Dan Burn, yeah, he did think he was Beckenbauer for 1 minute there and almost cost us a goal.
Nothing worse than a player that thinks he's better than what he is or doesn't know his own limitations. And Dan Burn, in that instance, didn't.
No. Okay, he did the hard part. He played well with Lewis Hall to get the ball out in the first place. But it all went a bit tits up there. But never mind. It didn't go in. That's the main thing. Jesse Cook says, sub Pope out now, give one of the other 5 goalkeepers a chance. One of the other 5. Well, there's only 2 on the bench today.
I think we'll definitely see Shakademus play on Saturday.
Yeah, there is a possibility of that. But Red Diamonds are looking more likely to score as time ticks by here. We are looking a little bit tired in the back 4, Billy.
Yeah. We certainly are.
Cross comes in again. Dan Burn deals with that. I mean, if Dan Burn gets beaten in the air once in this match, I will slate him. Oh, great play from Livramento. And Murphy's bombing down the right-hand side. No, it's not. It's Isak. Barnes is in the middle. It's Isak into the box. Plays it across, but it's deflected wide for a corner. And Isak's very annoyed he didn't get the ball across to Harvey Barnes.
Yeah, he shouldn't really. But it's good defending. He's come across and covered. I don't think Harvey Barnes gave him much option there. If he'd dropped, so he wasn't behind the defender, not out.
He was almost ahead of Isak there, actually.
Well, he stands. The defender's done really well. You got to give him credit. Barnes should have dropped off at a yard or 2. Give him something to aim at. He's got nothing to aim at there, but good defending from the Japanese defender.
Yeah, Ray Fagan says, I'm surprised Isak didn't shoot. Yeah, he could have gone for the far corner, couldn't he? It's a short corner to Murphy. Now to Livramento. Back to Murphy. Murphy across to Lewis Hall. He's going to have a hit and scores! Brilliant shot on the left foot. I thought he'd mishit that, but it may have took a deflection. It's in the back of the net, however, and Newcastle lead by 4 goals to 1. And it's time to go and get your granny again, guys, because she's filling up on those noodles. It is an own goal, Billy. It was a tragic.
Well, it's on target, isn't it? But he's 35 yards out. He scuffed it, and the Japanese defender's got his head to it and diverted it past the keeper. 4-1, and I don't really know how we're 4-1 up here, to be honest.
It's
bizarre.
I mean, let's be honest. There's been some good finishes from Newcastle.
Yeah.
When it's needed, but hey, let's not complain. It's 4-1. It's magical. It's magical, even though it's a friendly. Nearly 2,200 watching across both platforms. Thank you again for tuning in to Matchday Live on the Toon Review. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel, guys. But make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload or a live show. Loads coming up this season with obviously match reviews, previews, live commentary, transfer window, news shows. We've got loads coming up, and we just want to grow the channel. And then hopefully we are going to start a second football channel to do other commentaries on from other big games around not just the Premier League, but the football world. So we're going to have plenty of that coming up as well. So make sure you get subscribed to the channel, guys. Lots and lots coming up. So thank you very much for that. And everybody else, don't forget to hit that like button as well. It's very, very important for the channel. That we keep those coming in so we can stay in the search results on YouTube so the fellow fans like yourselves can find the channel in the future. Red Diamonds have a free kick in a very interesting position here, Billy.
Yeah, it's we'll see how good Nick Pope is at organising walls now.
Nick Pope looks very, very focused here.
That goalie top's cool, isn't it? Better than the one that's that pink one he's got. God, it's awful. Oh dear me, even Barbie wouldn't wear it.
Listen, and pink seems to be getting very popular with footballers, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I couldn't imagine the likes of Billy Bremner and players like that and Gordon Strachan and that running around in pink. Well, even I know you like a pink tutu at times, Billy. Isak is coming off.
I've worn pink in my day.
You have. I've got photographic proof. Isak's coming off, and Sanusi, Parkinson, and Vlachodimos are coming on, Billy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see who we're taking off here.
Barnes is one. Isaac.
Well, he hasn't got Vlachodimos on the back. He's got Odysseys, Billy. So that's a bit easier to say than Vlachodimos. So Isak's off, Pope's off, and we now have
Harvey Barnes.
Parkinson, Sanusi on as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing Sanusi. I hope, this. I mean, I gather he wasn't too great on Saturday. However, this kid's got potential. I've seen him a few times for the youth team last year, and he was superb.
Well, hopefully there's more senior players on the pitch now, so hopefully you can get a bit more, balls in decent areas of the pitch to do something with.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's surprised Parkinson didn't come on for Isaac, but I'm glad he hasn't.
I think he has, Billy.
Did Parkinson come on well, did he?
Yeah, he's there, 44.
Parkinson, Sanusi, and
Odysseys, yeah. So he's going to get a test here. We were talking 2 minutes about Nick Pope lining the wall up. Well, it's not Nick Pope facing the free kick now. So we're going to see our new goalkeeper for the first time. And he probably will get tested a few times because Nick Pope's certainly been busy during this game, even though we're incredibly 4-1 up, which is very bizarre. And finally, we're going to see the free kick now. It's round about 40 yards out. In it comes, and it sails over the bar. No problems for the goalkeeper. Just watches it drift over the bar. So that is no threat at all. And we are yet to see our new guy make a save. But he was pretty comfortable with that, Billy.
Well, I'd have been comfortable with that, to be fair, Paul.
Well, yes.
It wasn't on target. It was way over the bar. Even I could have just do exactly what he did there.
Yeah. There's young Sanusi, Billy, and dare I say it, he reminds me of a certain Frenchman.
Yes, he does, very much so. Stasso will be pleased.
Yes, he looks very flamboyant dreadlocks and stuff. So, let's see how he does. But Miggy's been on the field for 23 minutes. What is it? Nearly 20 minutes?
Has he touched the ball?
I don't think he has. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that this is obviously his first game back in pre-season. But, as the Red Diamonds have possession just in their own half at the moment, knocking it around.
We look more 4-4-2 now than anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Ian Fleming, thank you for your super chat. Great weather, great scoreline, and great commentary from you guys. What more do you need? Thank you very much, Ian. Much appreciated, my friend. Anthony says, I think Miggy gave up months ago.
Honestly, I don't think he's touched the ball yet.
I don't think he has. I think he came back to defend once and it deflected off him for a throw-in. Steve says, I think Eddie Howe got confused when P. Mitchell asked how many in the team are keepers this season. Yeah. Good work by Livramento. Forces the ball out for a goal kick. Garant says that an Almiron hat-trick is incoming. Well, if he does get a hat-trick in this game, I will eat my training shoe.
I'll bet my ass in Phoenix window.
Oh, God. Be a fucking eclipse, Billy. Anyway, here's Livramento now. Knocks it back to Emil Kraft. Jamie Miley plays it down the line looking for the run of Parkinson, who flicks it past the defender, but was done for pace in the end by the fullback there.
Yeah, one thing he hasn't got his pace is young Parkinson. He's a unit, but I'm afraid speed isn't one of his traits.
No, I mean, we saw a few times, didn't we? He came on a couple of substitute appearances last season, and that's what we did notice was just the slight lack of pace that he's got.
He's not quite as tall as Andy Carroll, but he's that kind of striker if you haven't seen him.
Yep. I think we've definitely gone 4-4-2. It looks like Sanusi and Parkinson are the strikers.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about that whatsoever. I'd like to see Sanusi get on the ball more, actually, because he looks quite bright.
Yeah. I mean, just watching, the Red Diamonds on the ball now, the formation is definitely a 4-4-2 there. Yeah, no doubt about it.
100%.
As Red Diamonds again threaten on the edge of our box, but again, brilliant play by Tino Livramento, and even sticks a nutmeg in there. But he's been caught out, and I don't know what he was doing there. He turned backwards and then lost the ball. Red Diamonds have an opportunity here, but it's into the arms of Odysseys. Poor that from Livramento. Did really well.
Yeah.
Stuck a nutmeg in there, but then for some reason turned backwards.
Yeah, maybe he didn't see the point in playing it ahead of Parkinson because he's not going to get to it. But I mean, what he did do was criminal, really.
Yeah, and here is Sanusi now. Just that little small. He's got no height, but what he has got, Bill, he's got that. He's close to the ground. He's got that.
Yeah, low centre of gravity. Yeah.
Yeah. So he spins very, very quickly. Joe Linton now.
He's just done 2 360s and got nowhere with it, but.
Yep, here's Sanusi. Lovely little attempt to spin around the defender, but the defender read it really well. But it's good to see the kids trying things, Billy. Trying these little moves.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've got the confidence to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, and to come in as a sub, we could be chasing the game, and to do something unpredictable, it could be the difference between us losing the game and winning one.
Absolutely. Travoy Stevens says, Miggy needs to go, sorry. Paul, I know you said you're not panicking about signings yet, but I am definitely. We need a centre-back, right wing, a centre midfielder, and a striker to compete this season for European football.
I don't think we need a centre midfielder. I think one thing we've got lots of is centre midfielders.
Yeah. I do agree on the other positions. I think right wing and centre back and a striker, yes. But a right winger is essential for me. I mean, it really is. I mean, I know Murphy's performing well in pre-season already, but we've got Miggy, who has just frankly ran around the field for the second half since he's been on.
It's been dreadful. And now he's been pulled in and left the full back on his own. But
and now he's being pushed off the ball again while trying to defend. Good work from Dan Byrne. Now here is Miggy Almiron for probably the first time, and he falls over and wins a free kick. Matt says, becoming apparent that Oddy is the number 2. Dubravka must be desperate to get out of the door. Well, I think we're desperate for him to go. I think the time is right for him to go now, to be honest.
Yeah.
And this is Livramento bringing it away for Newcastle. Inside to Jamie Miley. And now to Dan Byrne. Byrne, Miley, lovely. Tried to get it to Joe Linton, but just too much pace on it. Referee's allowed play to go on there. Great tackle from Tino Livramento. It's been quite physical, this game, which I'm not going to complain about because I think it's a perfect pre-season game. This physical.
I think the ref's done really well, actually.
He has. He's let the game flow really well. Get him across to the Premier League.
Good play from Miley. That didn't panic.
Yeah. Odyssey's now clips the ball out to Miley, who was caught very late there. Newcastle have got a free kick, even though the Japanese player is holding his arm in the air like he's been poleaxed. Miley's back on his feet. Connor Mattia, thank you very much for your super chat. Can Billy repeat the Wi-Fi joke, please?
I can't remember it. Oh, yeah, I do remember it now, yeah.
If it's offensive, then no.
It takes too long.
Yes. I don't know what the Japanese players complained about there. He was late into that tackle. Some more substitutions by the looks of things. They've definitely made one. And I believe Alfie Harrison is about to make his bow for Newcastle United senior team. Of course, didn't play in the Australian game, Billy. Thank God.
Yeah.
We seem to be focused on Mr. Miyagi again.
It looks a bit like the fella that owns a Chinese restaurant in Benidorm.
Well, Murphy's gone off. I haven't seen who's come on. It's Turner Cook, and Alfie Harrison's replaced Livramento. I have no idea what our formation is going to be now.
No.
Kraft.
I don't know.
No, Jamie Miley looks like he's gone to right back, Billy. Joe Linton's put the ball away again. His passing's been poor today, Joe Linton's. He hasn't quite been on it as Big Joe, but it's all about minutes for him at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Jordan says Paul started panicking there when Billy started talking about the wife. Hey, listen. I always panic when Billy starts talking.
It's not a controversial one.
Well, that makes a change. But if you just joined us, thank you for tuning in to Matchday Live here on the Toon Review YouTube channel. Please do subscribe if you're new to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload or a recorded show. It is 4-1 to Newcastle. Miggy, what a chance that would be. Murphy's got 2, Isak's got 1, and Lewis Hall has got 1 as well. Deflected. Well, it's the scoreline, I think, is a lot more comfortable than the actual game's been. Now, let's be honest. There's been some good opportunities, and it's a drinks break now with 19 minutes to go in the game, Billy.
Yeah, it's petering out this game now, isn't it? And with all the changes, it's gone very disjointed. I'm interested to see what Alfie Harrison can do, as well as Trevin says, Sanusi. But as long as we can keep this 4-1 lead, then I guess we'll all be happy, won't we?
I mean, it's a big opportunity for these kids as well, playing with some of the senior players.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And certainly, I mean, the likes of Sanusi and Harrison, Turner, Cook, they all come with, I mean, they've kept them on, haven't they, in Newcastle? They released quite a few at the end of last season.
Yeah.
And of course, we couldn't understand why they played in Australia when they were getting released. I mean, it's...
Well, the lad that played in Australia was actually the best player in the All-Stars game. I can't think what his name is, but they let him go, didn't they?
Oh, yes. And
he played. He got minutes off the bench last season as well, which was, why they let him go, I don't know. But I don't know if he's found a new club or not. I can't think what his name is. What's his name?
I can't remember, Billy. Somebody will know in the chat. I know who you're talking about, but I can't. His name's on the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember it either. I had to go after the first half ended. How's the second half been, says Blake? Well, we've got 2 goals. We're 4-1 up. The stats, Newcastle have had 12 shots, Red Diamonds 11, 10 on target for Newcastle, 9 for the Red Diamonds.
Yeah, even Stevens, isn't it, really?
Yeah, 49% possession for Newcastle. So
I think the difference between the 2 teams is the goalkeepers. Simple and straightforward as that.
Yeah, absolutely. Nick Pope's made some good saves, but Nick Pope is now off, and Blackademus is on for Newcastle, as are some of the kids. But we've got around about 17 minutes of the game to go. Sensible Monica says, can't the Japanese order a takeaway? Number 24 and take away Miggy. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Oh, dear me. Nick says, apparently the humidity is 95% in Saitama right now.
Yeah, it's 90% in Coventry at the minute, to be fair.
Really, Billy?
Yeah.
90% humidity in Coventry?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
Well, according to the website last night, I don't know if it is or not, but
wow. I mean, that is a statement. Diallo was the player that you.
Diallo, yeah. I wonder where he went. I wonder if he got himself a new role anywhere.
I hope he did, because he's definitely got some talent. Peter Griffin says Parkinson needs a loan to a League One side. Yeah, I think somewhere like that would do him the world of good. A bit of physicality, and first team football, Bill.
Yeah, 100%. And by the way, it's 42% humidity, not 90. I've told myself a million times not to exaggerate.
Is that all you exaggerate about, Billy?
No.
Oh dear. Kenzie man give hour. That's a Chinese menu, not Japanese. Well, it could be both. Oh, lovely turn by Joe Linton on the edge of the box to get away. That was heart and mouth stuff there. Had he lost the ball, because
it was very Bruno-esque, that was, wasn't it?
Oh, magnificent bit of play. But I mean, it's great for Alfie Harrison to be in there alongside Joe Linton. It really is. Lewis Hall now finds Sanusi. Sanusi thrown to the floor, and that will be a free kick to Newcastle United. Very, very physical on the youngster there. Steve says 45% humidity here in Manchester at the moment, but expecting rain. What a surprise. Well, I think the whole of the UK is... There's a weather warning tomorrow, Billy, for thunderstorms across the whole of the UK.
There's always thunderstorms in this living room.
Oh, there's typhoons. There's all sorts in your living room, Billy.
Gales, hurricanes, lots of wind.
Dear God. Oh. Sanusi takes the ball brilliantly from a long crossfield pass, and now he makes his way across the field again. Plays the ball out to Jamie Miley, but it eventually lands at the feet of Turner Cook. Turner Cook now to Miley. Back to Turner Cook. To Emil Kraft. Kraft goes back to Dan Byrne. Byrne has got Lewis Hall here. Plays a nice little touch to Miggy. Almiron spins. Oh, it's a late tackle again. But the referee allows play to go on again. Harrison getting stuck in there. Lewis Hall battles. How on earth did it take so long to blow the referee?
Oh,
give your head a shake.
Garant says, he got back up on his feet again. And
he did. Again. Yeah. Garant says Concord flies over Billy's house.
Occasionally.
Well, I think we're going to... Is this guy some kind of cult hero for the Red Diamonds, this Mr. Miyagi lookalike? Because the cameras go to him all the time here.
I think he's coming on, isn't he?
He is coming on, but I mean, is he actually one of these... Is he a team legend who's just playing in this game or something? Because he does look about 55, to be fair. Here's Joe Linton now. Plays it wide for Turner Cook. Turner Cook's got Harrison inside him. Harrison on the overlap. Turner Cook cuts inside. Plays a beautiful ball to Sanusi on the other side of the box. Sanusi still has it. Plays it back to Almiron. And Almiron jumps on the ball 3 or 4 times. Gets it back to Sanusi. Sanusi now on his right foot. Lays it back to Lewis Hall. Back to Sanusi. Good defending. And the Red Diamonds managed to clear it. Well, that was good football from the kids there.
Yeah, it was. It was a nice little pass from Lewis Hall, actually, but just a bit too far ahead of Sanusi. Turner Cook was nice there. What he did was quite good.
Yeah, but the ball went back to Miggy, and the Miggy he didn't know what to do with it.
Well, he killed all the momentum, didn't he?
That shouldn't happen from an experienced player like him, to be honest. It just, the kids were making brilliant runs. It goes back to Miggy, does a few bounces on the ball, and then it just kills the attack.
Yeah.
Anyway, Red Diamonds back in possession now as they hunt for some sort of consolation goal here. That's offside. Hey, I've been spot on my offsides this afternoon, Billy. I tell you, I've spotted them a mile away.
Yeah, he's 20 yards or so out, to be fair.
Steve says Miggy on one-on-one with the keeper. Miggy then runs to the corner flag and passes it back. I mean,
should have done that against Chelsea last year, the twat.
Well, Heffernan's coming on now for Dan Byrne. Burns had a good game, to be fair. He's looked very commanding, as he would be against... No, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. Dan Burns had a good game. All right? Dan Burns has been very dominant in the air, and he's played well on the ground as well, so we'll leave it at that.
He wasn't great in the ground when he thought he was Franz Beckenbauer there, was he?
Well, no, that's a one-off, Billy. I think he's done all right. He's done all right.
Beautiful stadium, though, isn't it?
It's fabulous, yeah. Really nice stadium. I don't like behind the goals, though. I think, the fans are quite far back. I don't kind of like that, when they're sort of arched away from the pitch.
That's how Chelsea used to be years ago, years ago.
Stamford Bridge was awful, wasn't it? The stands used to be another football pitch further back, didn't it?
And Wolves was the worst.
Oh, Wolves was terrible. Sanusi, great play again. Finds Alfie Harrison, but can't hold on to the ball. Sanusi goes in for the ball. 3 minutes too late for it, but players allowed to go on. I remember Chelsea, Stamford Bridge, Billy. People used to park the cars.
Yeah, they did, yeah. There was like 16 rows of cars in between the stand and the goals.
Yeah, it was bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Jordan says, just imagine if Miggy is starting right wing for us at the beginning of the season.
Let's not.
Yeah. In comes the cross. Lewis Hall can't quite deal with it. And there's a little bit of a scramble for the ball. Lewis Hall's got 2 Japanese players trying to get the ball off him. And then Sanusi clotheslines one of them out the way and somehow gets away with it. That was brilliant. I mean, Lewis Hall did remarkably well there, but then Sanusi comes in and cleans out one of the players that's trying to get the ball. And now the referee gives a free kick. And, the Red Diamonds are now making 3 changes.
I think Joe Linton will be coming off soon. He's blowing out of his arse at the sort of moment in time.
He is. Is Mr. Miyagi coming on here? I don't think he is, Billy. I honestly genuinely think this guy must have been some sort of team legend. And he's coming on for a 5-minute swan song at the end of the game or something.
Well, hopefully he don't get the Jimmy Nail treatment.
Jimmy Nail treatment?
Well, I mean, it's 15 years since Bobby passed, but on his testimonial, just a few days before he passed, wanted to come on as a sub. He always wanted to play at St James Park, and he was ready to come on, and the referee blew up 2 minutes early. He didn't get on.
Bad pass out from Emil Kraft, gives the ball away and puts the Red Diamonds on the attack. Just over 9 minutes, or just under 9 minutes to go in the game. Comfortable win for Newcastle United at the moment, although the game itself, I mean, I think second half, Billy, we've pretty much
pretty easy, isn't it?
We've been pretty dominant second half. But you're always going to find that when teams make substitutions and stuff in friendlies like this, it takes a sting out. But I've been very impressed with the kids as well since they've come on. They've knocked the ball around quite nicely. Robert says, who's the Newcastle scorers? Jacob Murphy's got 2, Isak and Lewis Hall. I think Lewis Hall's been credited with the goal because it was still on target, wasn't it?
I would think so.
Despite it coming off a Japanese head. But they've had an opportunity here, the Red Diamonds, and that's going to land. Bloody hell, that's going to land in Vietnam, never mind Japan. That is a long way over the bar.
Good grief.
To say he got under that, Billy, is an understatement.
Yeah.
And it remains 4-1. Oh, Joe Linton again almost caught him. I tell you what, he needs to get his sharpness back, does Big Joe, who's sitting down again. It's obviously that time in the game where Big Joe needs a little bit of a rest.
I'm surprised he's still on, to be honest.
Turner Cook is fouled as well. Joe Linton's holding his shin.
I think he's done now, Joe Linton. Just get him off and get someone else on.
I mean, to be honest, it wasn't actually Joe Linton. It was a poor kick out from Vlachodimos. And Joe Linton had to stretch to win the ball. I think Joe Linton's playing centre back. Now he's moving out a little bit.
Playing in the 6, ain't he?
Yeah.
I'm not sure he's disciplined enough to do it in the Premier League, but he's okay against C's.
No, he'll not be there for Premier League. But anyway, he fires the ball across to Lewis Hall, who brings it forward. And now to Sanusi, who can have a run at the defender here. Sanusi's got an overlap from Lewis Hall. Sanusi plays it to Lewis Hall, but expected it a little bit too much on. Sanusi will be disappointed with that. Just played it slightly overhit there for Lewis Hall, and it runs out for a goal kick.
Yeah, poor from young Sanusi, forgetting that Lewis Hall's been on the pitch for 80 minutes.
And the Red Diamonds on the attack again as they once again try and get some sort of consolation goal back. So far, our new goalkeeper hasn't had to make a save. He might now, though. Ball is going to be played across here. And that is a splendid volley. I mean, it's gone all the way out for a throw into Newcastle. That was sliced. That's as big a slice as you're ever going to see. Unbelievable. IDK says Big J7 will get his fitness back eventually. He's come back from an injury. I'm not worried about Big Joe. I mean, he's on his haunches there. Why isn't Eddie taking him off? Unless he's got no plans to pay Big Joe on Saturday and he's just giving him a full 90 today.
There's absolutely no chance of Joe. He's got the captain's armband at the minute, of course.
He has, yes. Captain of the Toon. Who'd have thought that 2 years ago, eh?
Yeah. When he couldn't finish a Milky Way.
The Joe Linton would be getting the captain's armband. Fantastic. Lewis Hall has given away a free kick here. 5 minutes to go in the game. I think, it was a foul there. Lewis Hall looked a bit perplexed at the referee, but definitely a foul.
But I mean, in the Premier League last season, Lewis Hall would have been on his arse this tournament, but he looks fresh as a daisy, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. It's great to see.
It's going to be a massive season for Lewis Hall. No doubt in my mind he'll be playing for England before the end of the season.
I agree. I actually agree with you, Billy, because there's not a lot on that left-hand side. And I think Lewis Hall can really, really, if he sticks to his guns and keeps learning from Eddie, I think he's got a great chance. Absolute great chance.
Could be getting selected by Eddie, of course.
Well, let's shut up, Billy. Anyway, in comes the free kick for the Red Diamonds. It's headed away very well by Turner Cook. But there is nobody up front for Newcastle, and the ball is immediately back on the attack for the Red Diamonds. In it comes. Oh, it's very, very brave defending from Emil Kraft. Put his head in the way of that, and the Japanese player says, sorry. And play goes on for a goal kick for Newcastle. But that was...
he apologised. Fair play to him. Heffernan it was.
Was it Heffernan, was it? That was brave defending that, because, I mean, really, it's at that funny height, Billy, where, you know, he's entitled to go for the volley.
Oh, yes, he has. He's got a big head, though, hasn't he, young Heffernan? Sniper's dream.
Well, let's hope not, Billy.
Probably not the right area to be a sniper's dream, I've got to say.
Joe Linton decides once again to take the half of the Red Diamond team on in his own penalty area again. And a very late tackle on young Turner Cook.
Oh, dear me.
Joe Linton just, I mean, that is just brutal strength. I mean, and that's a very late tackle on the young Turner Cook as Joe Linton goes down on his haunches again. He's smiling though, Billy. I don't think he's worried. I think he's just having a bit of fun out there. And he's loving having the captain's armband as well.
Yeah, without a doubt. He's thriving on it, isn't he?
And the Red Diamonds coming forward again. And again, the shot is poor. And again, this time it's blocked by Joe Linton. And he's gone down again.
Well, he's playing at centre half now. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, Joe Linton's got cramp. Turner Cook and Miley both bending both feet.
For Christ's sake.
Yeah, don't take a risk on him. I mean, it's all right in blowing because he's tired, but let's not damage any muscles through cramp or anything, surely.
Yeah, the two youngsters are pushing down his feet to get him.
Well, he's up again smiling. He's having fun out there, Billy. He's having fun.
There's no chance we'll see him Saturday. No chance.
No. But we will see Bruno. I've got no doubt about it.
I think we'll see Bruno. I think we'll probably see another half of Willock.
Hopefully Lloyd Kelly as well.
Yeah, Lloyd Kelly too. Longstaff.
Shut up. In comes the corner.
I think Almon will start as well, to be honest.
Oh, great. Playing with sodden 10 men at the start of the game. Awesome. How much excitement do we have about that?
Unless he starts one of the young kids. I mean, he might.
I mean, Billy, he's touched the ball about twice in this.
Well, look at him now. There he goes.
Oh, well taken, Vlachodimos. Ball played low in across the box. And that is very good handling from the Newcastle keeper.
Yeah, he don't let nobody like the Japanese team.
Absolutely. But come on a serious note, Billy. I mean,
that's good goalkeeping.
Yeah, but Miggy, I mean,
that's been shocking. Literally done nothing.
And I'm not bowing down to this. Oh well, it's his first preseason game. Some of the kids are playing the first preseason game and look more alert than him.
Well, all of them do. Every single one of them.
They're getting on the ball, they're trying things. Oh God, it's time he went. It really is. Fubar says, was Lewis Hall's shot low for the Japanese player to head it in pot? Yes. It was about 2 foot off the ground.
He jumped to get it.
Yeah. Marcus says, how are Billy? You're going to give Paul a heart attack with those comments? You know, when you work with Billy for so long, you know what's coming. Believe me. You just, I mean, last night was a little, you know, different, shall we say?
I've not repeated it, though, have I?
Sorry?
I've not repeated it today.
No, which I've been impressed with. Anyway, Red Diamonds have a corner here. We're inside the final minute of the 90. Newcastle comfortably leading 4-1. And, well, another bit of cramp, but this time for a Japanese player, which is strange, given that they are midway through, or good way into their season.
Well, it's mid-season break for them, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to get to see Mr. Miyagi, Billy. So he must be a club legend. That's all I can think of.
Maybe he's the mascot or something. I don't know.
Okay.
No, who knows? I mean, Lord knows who he is. I keep showing him for some reason.
1 minute of additional time at the end of this game. So not too long. And Red Diamonds have another corner. It's going to be another in-swinger. This time onto the sort of 6-yard area. Cleared away. I mean, the fact is that, you know, Sanusi, this is incredible, but Sanusi is probably the smallest player on the pitch. And that is saying something.
Yeah, he's very, very, what's the word for it? Diminutive, is it?
Diminutive, yes. But I tell you what, he's
He gets stuck in, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got some confidence about him.
Like what I've seen.
John Betts says, I can't bear the idea of Miggy in this team this season. If he'd just gone in January, we'd all have been, thank you for everything, all the best. As it is, I'm just starting to resent the bloke. And that's what I worry about, Billy, as the final whistle goes. I don't want that. I don't want people to turn on him like and it gets nasty. I know I've said that I don't rate him, but I'm talking about general nastiness, Billy.
He's definitely kind of stained his legacy, hasn't he, by staying longer than what he should. He's outstayed his welcome, shall we say. And I don't mean that to be nasty, but he definitely has.
Yeah.
He could have gone with we'd have had fond memories of his season, the way we finished 4th. But now all we're thinking of is literally doing nothing in the game. And he did nothing for Paraguay in the Copa America either. He was awful for them, so...
Yeah, absolutely. Lee Smith, thank you very much for your super chat. Newcastle need to sell him now. I do agree. I think it's time for him to go. He was, like Billy's just said, he was awful in the Copa America. And, that second half, he must have touched the ball 4 times. But Newcastle win the game 4-1 with 2 goals from Murphy, 1 from Isak, and 1 from Lewis Hall.
Newcastle's been shown now. He must have got on the pitch without us realising.
I didn't see him. But anyway, Newcastle started the first half very well. Let Red Diamonds into the game much more in the second part of the first half. Of course, got their equalizer. Then they got a penalty, which missed. Brilliant save by Nick Pope. And then second half, Newcastle stepped it up a little bit more. Got 2 other goals and killed the game off, won by 4 goals to 1. Bit more of a test on Saturday, though, Billy. I think the team we're playing on Saturday is a bit more certainly up there near the top of the table.
I'm not sure. I think they were placed below, aren't they?
I shut my face to that. I thought they were.
I think they were placed below. But yeah, I think we're going to see different lineup, obviously. Some of the players have obviously got to start again. I mean, not sure which defenders are going to play. So I imagine Livermore, maybe Aspie will start Saturday.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. Well, it'll certainly be interesting. However, you will be able to get that game with us live. Stato will probably join us for that commentary because it's on Saturday. So
he will do.
He will probably join us for the game as well. But it finishes at in Japan. I can't remember what the stadium's called. Something.
Sayonara or something. Samara, something like that.
Sayonara. Really, Billy?
Well, it's like that, isn't it? It's Sayonara.
Yeah, maybe so.
They're in Tokyo anyway.
Absolutely. But thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in to Matchday Live. It's been a pleasure to bring the game to you. We are back again tonight with a latest news show. So join us for that one as well.
Saitami. Thanks, Jobadoni.
Yes, thank you very much. 7 p.m. we are back tonight. We'll have a look back at this game with Stato as well and get his thoughts on it and bring you all the latest news from the club if there's any movement on signings or anything like that. So join us at 7 o'clock for that and we will bring you all the latest news. But thank you very, very much for tuning in. Thank you for all your super chats, new memberships and gifted memberships. Thank you, mods. Welcome to all our new subscribers. Thank you very much for joining the channel. If you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe if you're new and you like what you see. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, guys, if you haven't done so already. And of course, don't forget to vote for us in the Football Content Awards as well. The link is at the top of the description for that. Please put us in the bracket of Best Club Content Creator - Premier League. Thank you very much. Thanks, Billy. And we will catch you all again tonight at 7 o'clock. But in the meantime, it's been a good run out for Newcastle United. Some good goals scored. And it finishes Red Diamonds 1, Newcastle United 4. We will see you tonight. Take care.
How were the lads and lasses?
Come back and check out the green.